I'll choose grow every time. You either grow or die, and I'll choose grow every time.
At least 4 billion useless eaters will be eliminated by the year 2050.
Whenever a truth is heard, there's no going back. You are the main character in the video game of life.
I personally don't believe anything they say, right down to the God they claim and worship.
Life is too short to not make understanding the truth a priority.
Here's the thing about the music business. It's a cruel and shallow money trench, a long classic hallway where thieves and pimps run free and good men die like dogs. Also, there's a negative side.
It's all dualistic.
You could stack up all their math books, all their science books, and even put all their degrees stacked up on top of that, and you still wouldn't be high enough to see the curvature.
No two people should ever agree completely on everything. If that happens, one of them isn't thinking for themselves.
We're just regular people who know we're being lied to. We're tired of it.
The bottom line is, there's only one choice left, and that's to dismantle this whole thing from the top down. And I'll choose grow every time.
At least 4 billion useless eaters will be eliminated by the year 2050.
Whenever a truth is heard, there's no going back. You are the main character in the video game of life.
I personally don't believe anything they say, right down to the God they claim and worship.
I'm still waiting for somebody to show me gas pressure without a container.
None of the math adds up.
You could stack up all their math books, all their science books, and even put all their degrees stacked up on top of that, and you still wouldn't be high enough to see the curvature.
This is exactly why grounding is so important.
It's all dualistic.
We see too far.
We're just regular people who know we're being lied to. We're tired of it.
The bottom line is, there's only one choice left, and that's to dismantle this whole thing from the top down.
Hi.
Hi. What's up, dude? What's going on? You're fucking dragging me the third night this week in here for you to have another Trump conversation. It's gonna be
another.
Great.
When have I ever had one real one? You know what I mean?
That's true. So the reason we're here is because all Vince wanted, all the little boy wanted, was to have a nice conversation about Trump with somebody who could be level-headed, and we think we found the person. So I'm just here to chill mostly. There's no moderating because they're going to be cool. I'm just going to let them talk. I got no skin in the game, but we got Stoops the cat tonight. What's going on, man? Oh, he's doing some magic behind the scenes.
Is that a crystal ball? What is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You see in the future. Okay. Project Looking Glass. Is that what it is?
He's got his own smaller version of Project Looking Glass right there.
That's the thing when you can see into the future. But hold on, before we continue, remember to go to phoneboothpodcast.substack.com, where you will find the Phone Booth Podcast, obviously, and then the Here's the Thing podcast with Snoop One Poop, the Philosopher King with Jonas Stormrider, and the Dualistic Podcast with myself, and other stuff as well. Make sure to go to phoneboothpodcast.substack.com. I repeat, phoneboothpodcast.substack.com. Get your discount in right now. All right.
Sorry, we're outsourcing our advertising to India, guys, but it's cheaper there.
I don't know what you're talking about. So let's put this Stoop over here.
Yep, put him up there. I'm here to chill. So Vince, start this off. How do
Yeah. I just want to first of all say this is the only guy, Stoop, that got the balls to do this, because I did say in the 100 episodes, listen, guys, you're all very cocky about what you think about Trump and stuff right here. But when it actually came to do a separate, calmer stream about it, you all pretty much pussed out, except Timbo couldn't do it because work
and Timbo
stuff.
doesn't really give a shit. Also.
Exactly. He said, I don't give a shit. Sheepdog said he could, but his times was very off. But outside of that, though, everybody pussed out. So appreciate Stoop. So let's get right into it. Stoop, what you don't? I take it probably you don't believe in any politics, right? Like it's all owned, right?
Yeah, like theater. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe like local stuff, smaller local politics, like community size stuff probably is legit, but no, not the federal stuff. No.
Okay, so but the thing, you won't believe it, but I was exactly, and I am still in a similar position as you are regarding politics. I do think it's all owned and it's a show and a puppet show, especially with the previous presidents and all that shit. It's just this guy that has put a question mark for me. This guy alone and nobody else.
Did that start? Okay, so did that start when he ran the first time? When did you start thinking that Donald Trump was like, that's the guy? When did you start thinking that?
Yeah, that's a good question. In the run up to the presidency, I was like, this is a joke. This guy's a fucking reality TV show. What the fuck? What is this? Is he gonna
2016?
Yeah, this is 2016.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, this is a joke, and the New World Order is just sticking it to us and making a joke out of everything. Like, see, this is how much we own everything. We're putting a fucking reality TV star as your president. So at that time, I was exactly like you. Like, fuck, we're fucked. This is retarded. We got a witch, Hillary Clinton, and a fucking reality TV star. But I did like some of the things he said, though. But I was still not convinced of anything. But then when he actually came into office and he kept pretty much saying similar things as he did before he became president, I was like, okay, this is different, because I was used to every president kind of saying some good stuff before they got into office. And then once they got into office, they all turned into this fucking puppet that talks like every other fucking president.
Okay. I think we're on the same page pretty much so far. Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't see that with Trump. And I was like, okay, that's a little bit weird, because I expected him to now, flip into a regular president. And he didn't. And the media kept going after him. And I'm like, and from there, I started to dig in. And then the Q thing jumped in at late 2017, in October, November. I started to look into that, and I thought that was interesting. I still didn't trust it, but I was like, okay, but it is saying some good shit about some good stuff,
Yeah. Yeah.
To think for yourself, dig for the answers yourself. We're just giving.
I don't think Q came up with that, but yeah.
Okay, are you talking about that they did a similar thing to Q back in, when was it? Like 19?
No, I'm just saying, like, the ideas of, like, think for yourself and, like, don't fall for the bullshit. That's what woke used to mean. Woke actually started as a term that meant don't trust the government. That's what woke actually started as back in, like, 2010 or whatever. But, yeah,
I always also thought woke meant you woke up from the spell.
Yeah.
But somehow it just meant you're a retard. I don't know.
Yeah, it transformed into something
retardation.
Else. Yeah, like DEI stuff or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, now it's so tainted we can't take that word back.
But don't you think it's possible that Q just inserted some like, relatively common sense ideas to like lure people in, maybe?
Absolutely.
Right.
That's how the best lies is with truth, at the beginning, and then you spin it off with a lie. And I'm not saying I'm convinced 100% that it's good. It could still be some fucking
Fake. Yeah.
it could fake or no, I don't know if it's fake because shit.
Well,
Huh?
yeah, I guess when I say fake, like some state agency running
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it
Or
might be the elites, the evil elites of the world pretending to be the good guy. Or it might even be a fucking AI for all I know. I don't know what the fuck this thing is, but it has been predicting a lot of things. Good or bad, it has been predicting. You don't agree?
I don't follow it too closely. I don't really know a whole lot about Q. I never dived into that one. I went into flat Earth. I actually started at lizard people and
Yeah,
then
David
flat
Icke.
Earth. And then I spent about a year and a half in flat Earth. And
Okay,
but I never got around to Q.
can I ask you briefly, like, how did your waking up process happen? Like, and when?
Oh, well, I think I'm probably pretty close to the same as everybody else's. It was like overwhelming at first, and then I was like mad, and then I felt dumb because I fell for it and all this and whatever. And then
Was
I
it a
think the first thing I ever watched was Ewar. I think Ewar's Lost History of Flat Earth and stuff was the first thing I watched, which I watched it all in like one setting. So it was like 8 hours or
Wow.
whatever.
Yeah.
And so that blew my mind. And so I was stuck on that for a minute and just like confused. And now I just like, I the globe thing is just like you can see it. That flat Earth is one of the only conspiracies that normal people can go out and prove
Yeah.
if you just kind of work together, from high altitude footage,
Yeah.
from measuring, bodies of water with like lasers and shit. It's
Yeah.
just maybe you can't prove flat Earth, but you can disprove the measurements of the globe, which is good enough.
But Stoops, think about it. Not even that. Like everything in this reality seems to like the rule set of this simulation. I think it's a simulation. It wants things to be level. Don't even think about the shape of the earth. It wants things to be level. Like when you build a building, you can't build it off angle, right? It wants things to be leveled, water level. That to me alone proves that this place is following a rule that it has to be a straight line or a level thing. You know what I mean? Like a video game. Like a video game.
But that was like 3 years ago. But in terms of like trusting the government or like politics or anything, I stopped 9/11. That was so I was like 12 or 13 or something when 9/11 happened.
How old are you, if I can ask?
36.
Okay, so you're not okay. You're close.
I was in middle school when 9/11 happened, and then I listened to a lot of punk rock and shit growing up, which is really anti-establishment. So I learned a lot just through like music and shit about, fucking pointless wars and stuff like that. And
you must have loved.
I haven't trusted the political theater in quite a long time. Now I did vote. I did, I want to participate and I want it to be true, but I think I decided last time, like, I'm not voting anymore. Like, I've just much bullshit with elections and people like get knocked out. They shouldn't have got knocked out, and just them cooking the books and shit. I'm pretty confident that it's fake, and it's,
So do you have a year where you can kind of pinpoint that's when I woke up?
So when we say woke up, do we mean like what are we waking up to here? Like, because flat Earth was like just 2 or 3 years ago.
Just the fact that things weren't what they claim they are, basically.
Exactly.
The basic core of it that, hey, what we're told is not correct.
Oh, I don't know, super young. Probably, I'll just say 9/11 because it's probably a lot of people's. But the thing with the, 2 planes disintegrating 2 buildings and like probably right there.
Okay.
Just to make it easy. Yeah.
So like 2001, that's fucking, or not long after 2001, maybe. I mean, did
September
you?
11th. Yeah.
So did you not buy it on the same day? Like, I don't buy this shit when you saw it happen. Like,
No, no, a lot of us did. It didn't make sense. I mean, the building turned to dust. A
yeah.
lot of us like it, but like we just kind of like started following narrative, watched the news, just follow the narrative, and it just kind of went away. Nobody said anything, and whatever. But,
Okay, when did you realize there's a satanic fucking group of people doing weird shit in the dark?
like, like Satanists, or do you mean like
Yeah.
some political cabal or some like the?
Let's go for the Satanist thing. When did,
I don't know. I was pretty aware of Satanism pretty young. Again, I listened to a lot of like rock music and metal and stuff.
metal?
So
Yeah,
yeah, I was pretty aware of that. I was down with some of it.
yeah.
I
But
still like metal.
yeah,
So
I do too,
yeah.
and Ted does too,
We
right?
need 3.
Yeah. So we're all metal, a little bit metal guys. But yeah, okay. So but I stumbled upon a fucking documentary with David Icke and shit, where back in 2006, and that was when I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
there's a group of fucking Satanists running the world. I thought Satanism was a little obscure little thing, like a group that nobody really cares about. They're just weirdos, like.
So
There's
I don't
a-
think
there's
it's, like when it comes to groups running the world, I don't like if we're gonna go down that hole, I'm not really not really so much into Satanists as into like Saturnalia. That's kind of where I've ended up when in terms of like if there is a global cult, it seems like there's a lot of Saturn worship going on. And that's kind of where I'm at with like in terms of like,
Yeah.
baby killing and all that shit.
Yeah.
And Ted, what was you gonna say? Do you remember?
I don't remember. No, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is, but obviously in the music industry, movie industry, etc., they're all fucking doing the satanic shit. And
yeah, and it's I don't know. Going back to music, that used to be like that was just a rock thing.
Yeah, I know.
It was
Yeah.
kind of edgy then. It was edgy then to wear like clothes with pentagrams on it and shit. It was.
But
cool.
you didn't take it serious then.
No,
right?
whatever, man. It was still fun.
Yeah.
And now like you got pop stars doing it. You got everybody's doing it. Like just blatantly throwing it out there, making music videos with goat heads and shit. And it's just like, it's not even edgy anymore. It's not even scary anymore to me. But it took all the flair out of.
Yeah. And to me, I don't know about you guys, but to me, it feels like for this time, they mean it, the satanic thing. Because I also was, when I saw, I don't know, Kiss or all these bands doing the satanic stuff or whatever, I saw that as a fun thing. I didn't see it as they really believe in fucking witchcraft and shit. But today, though, when I see these artists like Lady Gaga and all these motherfuckers,
yeah,
it feels like they are sacrificing a person in Bohemian Grove every year. Like that is, to me, I don't know.
I think a lot of them just do it. A lot of them do it just to be noticed and to get, articles written about them. Look what she did. I'm not saying that there probably are Satanists in Hollywood. I'm sure they're,
yeah,
they're around.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the whole music industry is, child trafficking and stuff like that. Like Hollywood, the pedo elites or whatever. Yeah. I'm sure it happens. I'm sure it does happen. Whether there's like some global ring about it, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know either.
Trafficking exists. I know like the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing.
Yeah.
Where like, it was like modeling agencies and shit from like old country after the USSR collapsed. Like it was a bunch of chicks that didn't have anywhere and they need money and stuff. And so they just did these predatory like modeling agencies and then there's sex trafficking and stuff. So yeah, I know stuff like that happens.
Yeah. So okay, let's go back to Trump. yeah, as things went by, I was like, all right, he's still pretty much the same guy. And I don't know. I don't know everything. Maybe this guy has a team of military behind him, and maybe I don't know everything. Let me give him a chance. And I think what he did first, the biggest thing I think he did in the beginning was to point out what we already really know. The us who are awake, we already knew the media was fake. But I'm talking about for the normies, he really did point out, like, you guys are fake news. You're bullshitting. All of you are bullshitting, pretty much. Not you, but all of you guys are bullshitting. So to me, I think that was a good thing because the normies, they didn't think media was lying to them. What do you think about that part?
I think he probably said some shit that he already knew the public was entirely aware of. And so he said it to get points, and it worked.
But you think the public, the normies, the
Yeah.
majority of them was aware that the media
That
was.
the news is full of shit? Yeah.
But a lot of them ate the news up like it was candy.
Well, I mean, if you say eat the news up, you have to consider like these before like the podcast circuit and everything took off and YouTube and shit. I mean, back in 2016, I'm sure mainstream media's numbers were still okay. They weren't
Yeah.
great because people were already falling off and going to YouTube and finding media other places.
Yeah.
But I don't think, I mean, people were pretty aware that 24-hour news cycles like CNN, when they started that shit back in the 90s or whatever, like, you're gonna run out of shit. Like, it's for views. And then people learned that, they hype shit up and put like breaking news and big scary letters and shit. And like, people are, not that people don't fall for it, but I think that more people are aware of the charade of it all than we give
Credit.
the public credit for.
Perhaps. Who knows? But I will agree that in 2016, the media still was having some of its power still there. You know what I think started to take down their credibility? It was when they became so obviously anti-Trump. Like, everything they did was like, this guy's Hitler, this guy's this. Like, they couldn't stop talking about him.
Yeah.
And to me, I think that was when they started to lose credibility, because before that they could look kind of impartial or pretend to be impartial, but when it came to Trump, they went all biased against him. Like, they broke their character, and some of them could even start to cuss and shit. Like, I was like, what the fuck's going on with these news people? Like, they're losing their shit. And when they lost their shit, I think they also started to lose their credibility with that. Like, what the fuck are these guys doing? They're not pretending to be impartial anymore. They're just.
Well, whether Trump came along or not, I mean, TV news was going to go fizzle out eventually anyway because of the internet. It seems like a natural part of media. Like, once something else starts off, the old thing kind of goes away.
Yeah.
At least it's not the same, and it doesn't get used as much as it did before. But
Fucking
yeah, they did freak
Blockbuster,
out
man.
over Trump for sure. They did. They lost their shit about him. I don't know if that has some sort of, because my idea is these things that are playing out and the way things are going. If there is a global elite, they probably make plans in like decades. So
That's for sure.
This
Yeah.
started, let's say we just start back in September 11th with the Patriot Act, and that started the surveillance stuff and the terrorism war. And terrorism war started us being like constantly bombarded with like fear porn on TV about, they would just say terrorism and the threat level thing that they would have that would change color depending on how scary it was outside or whatever. It was really them starting to like condition us to be like afraid all the time. And that started in 2001. And so like, I think the point we're at now is that's not working as well anymore on mainstream media. Like the propaganda effect isn't working as well anymore. So like they've moved it to influencers and stuff. That's why all these influencers are getting paid by these,
Yeah.
Tim Dillon went and talked to the fucking White House and dumb shit, just fucking dumb shit. But that's where we're at now. And
regarding the surveillance stuff, and I'm with you. I hate fucking surveillance. I like privacy, which we will be losing pretty shortly. In the coming years, there won't be any privacy, I believe, which is fucked up. But anyways, I don't like the whole spying thing that they did with the 9/11 and all that shit, the Patriot Act or whatever the fuck it's called, all of that surveillance stuff. I get that, but looking back at it though, and looking where we are right now with AI and all this shit, it seems like we can't get around this surveillance George Orwell future. Like it's inevitable. Like it's gonna happen either way. There will be no privacy. I'm sorry.
I don't think that's true. I think the only reason
I want to hear it. Yes.
I think the only reason that you're saying that is probably because we've been hearing for the last 2 fucking years that it's inevitable. It's inevitable. It's inevitable.
That's what we're saying.
And like it wasn't. You didn't have to build it. You're doing it anyway because you want to make a bunch of money. That's it.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have to do it. Well, we got to beat China. It's a fucking, it's a national security threat. No, it's not. You're spying on us. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're locking us down. You're starting Palantir with like social credits on its way. And Palantir,
I know. But hold on, let me push back a little bit on that.
Okay.
The thing about, well, if we don't do it, China will do it. What if that is true? Like China will do it.
Do what?
Create this AI beast monster.
And do what with it?
Fuck us over with it.
How?
In every way you can think of.
Well, I'm like, how?
I mean,
I just don't think it's that big of a threat.
The AI?
Yeah. Well, China's AI.
Dude.
The United States AI is a threat to us. China's
all
AI
of it could be a threat. China's
They've
AI.
already had social credit over there for a while. Like they're doing their own.
I get that, but I'm talking about the machine, whether it's US, China, whatever. This machine will be a powerful entity, good or bad, or maybe it's all bad.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
So I'm talking about the machine itself. It's coming. You can't stop it.
Like Terminator? What do you mean machine?
Yeah. Terminator will be one of its features. Yes.
Yeah.
One of
like
its
drones and shit.
Drones. That's another feature. Drones.
They don't have to build those either.
Terminators. They can even spread nano robots everywhere, and we breathe it in, and it goes into our brain.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
I'm not
Neuralink.
big on dust theories either. Like I don't.
Say that
I
again.
think that's more like invisible enemy, terrorist style type thing. You know how like terrorism was the original invisible enemy.
Yeah.
Like you hear the word and it's just like, oh man, it scares you and shit. Yeah. And then it became like COVID, like it's in the air. You never know where it is. You could get it. And then like nanobots kind of fits into that same category for me.
Okay,
like,
maybe.
I'm not afraid of nanobots.
I mean, maybe it's not true until it is true. Like, meaning, maybe right now you don't believe in it, and you will once maybe it's activating in your body, and then
I will have to then. Yeah, I'll call you and I'll let you know.
I think a better question is, even though you don't believe it's possible at all today, do you think it's a possibility one day ever?
To make
say they can make something that can form it's in an active thing where it can do whatever they want, but it's also made up of say 1 million tiny little pieces that can separate. They can then fly it over somewhere, drop it. It's just like dust, and then it self-assembles back together and does something. Do you think that technology is possible one day ever?
Ever?
ever.
I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, anything is possible if you have
Okay.
forever.
So what I think what Vince is saying is with his whole, and I'm not saying I agree with it.
Here,
I'm not
yeah.
picking either side. I'm just trying to make it clear what each of you are saying. Vince is saying, so if we don't get in the game, China can be working on that, and we're like, oh, we're not going to get into AI and it won't affect us. But if they make something like that and then dust the whole country, and then those self-assemble back into something and kill us all from within, and we had no clue because we haven't been paying attention to it. I
Yeah.
think that's where we're at. I'm going to mute again.
Yeah, very good. Yes, pretty much what I say. Yeah.
I mean, maybe.
Like,
I guess if China hates us that much, I guess if they really wanted to, I mean,
bingo.
Well,
if China hates us that much,
I don't even see it as China. I see it as this demonic entity that wants to create this evil AI. It might even be Satan that wants to come into the physical realm through this machine, you know?
I've heard some people say that.
Yeah, and that could be true, because then Satan would be God of this realm.
Ooh, so then how do you feel about Trump trying to win the race to do it if that's what it is? Boom. See, I had to play both
sides. Are you
sides.
asking me or Stoop?
You, because you're the one defending.
Yeah, because he
Trump
just
doing
signed
it.
some sweeping AI bill.
Yeah.
So he's like, he wants to, what did he say yesterday or whatever? He said, I don't like the name artificial intelligence. We need to change it to something else. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So he's trying to name the motherfucker. Like he's about it.
Hold on, I just
He's
watched.
like, let's call it Beelzebub. Make it nice.
Yeah, cool.
It's funny. It's funny you mentioned that, because I just watched the whole thing in my stream earlier yesterday or whatever. That specific AI speech, and yes, he did say, I don't. He first said, I don't like anything that's artificial.
Right. Yeah.
But then
except
he said,
McDonald's.
I mean, we all have our bad traits. So
he's got a lot.
He got a lot of great stuff too. A lot. You remember, I have his balls in my, Anyways, I know that was gay, and I know I got Freddie Mercury behind me too. That makes it double the gay, dualistic. So yes, he did say that, and then he said, I don't like that we call it artificial intelligence because this shit is genius, he said. And hold on, I know, but I kind of have to agree to a certain extent with him, because this machine, the conversations that we have with this machine, it is pretty fucking intelligent in a way. It's not
fast. Yeah,
it's fast, but it's also keeping a great fucking conversations to a
well, it also isn't a lot. I mean, it doesn't work unless you plug it in. So like,
well, that's okay, but that could be like saying we don't work unless we get water and food. Like it's just it's food sources of energy fucking plug.
Yeah, but we made it.
I don't know if we did. Maybe we did.
You don't think we made computers?
I mean, maybe we did. Assemble the shit, but I don't know if it's fully invented by humans. I even have a theory that
are you going to like quantum area?
Yeah, okay. And I even have a theory that there might have been an ancient AI that has always been.
I've heard that one. I like that one.
Yeah, with Matrix. It's like Matrix. It's always been there, and it's been hiding, and it's been doing experiments on us, hiding.
I heard that they turned it off. That was the last reset. The last reset was because like if shit went down or whatever, and they turned the AI off, and then
when you say
they did the reset and the orphan trains and repopulated the cities or whatever, but they've had access to it the whole time.
Well, hold on. When you say they turned it off, are you saying humans turned the AI off?
I don't know. It was off. That's true.
Maybe.
I don't know. The theory is that it was off, but they knew how to turn it back on.
It looks like you got something.
This just like busted something open in my mind. You talking about them turning AI off was the last reset. I'm not talking about the Life's Really a Movie, but think about, let's just take The Matrix, right? if you had the world that was run by AI, maybe to a lesser degree than the Matrix, but like they had their tech set up, this tech that we can't seem to understand how to use for some reason. We know it's something, but we don't know how to use it, like the cathedrals, the old bells, all this stuff.
Right.
And then they shut it down and repopulated, like you said. Like, I've never had that thought in my life, and that fucks me up because it all kind of fits into that could have happened. I'm not saying it did. I'm just saying that's something I'm going to have to sit on my own and ponder while I'm grounding
That's a
and
good
think
one.
about, yeah, if the old tech was AI and we shut it
Because
down
if you
and
look at,
that's
okay,
what
so part of
happened.
it was like, if you look at,
Hold on. What if the
those
old dams were run by AI and that's what caused the mud floods because the fucking water came coming down? Anyway, go ahead.
I don't know, that like temples in India, the ones that are like super intricate and carved like, immaculately or whatever. It looks like
Yes.
they were it was made with like a 3D printer almost.
Yes.
And some of the moldings and stuff they're so intricate and like they're fucking everywhere over there. And it's like, did they have 3D printers? Did they have some sort of like 3D style building thing? I don't know.
It's funny because I've said similar things. I'm like, it's so symmetric. I'm like, is this really us or is this fucking machine somehow can build these fucking beautiful fucking
Mecha
construction?
structures.
Yeah, but they're all so fucking symmetric, and we're like, how the fuck did we monkeys do that?
Mm-hmm.
So
But
I don't want to derail your conversations, but in that way, so what do you guys, just because something recent, what do you guys think about crop circles real quick? I won't derail it totally.
I don't know.
I know that people can make them. Do you think they're all made by people?
My guess is that they have gotten better at making them since the last videos I saw of like
Yeah.
whatever debunking them. They use boards and shit and all that. My
Yeah.
guess is they figured out an easier way to do that. There's probably a tool, like a laser or something.
yeah,
I don't know.
like an
But,
energy direct weapon.
Because there's a recent one in England somewhere that looks like a Black Widow spider. It's ridiculous. It looks just like a big ass spider, and it's real, but it's like that was one of my first thoughts. Like, did someone have a helicopter and like laser this shit on like you would on something and snap them all perfectly? Because it's too perfect. Like, you didn't do that with boards unless you've
Yeah.
had this planned out for 20 years and have tested it somewhere and all that. So anyway, sorry. Continue.
It's like similar to what we talked about with maybe AI making these fantastic buildings of old. But regarding that, though, briefly on the alien thing, I think the real alien is the AI. And if there are grays, the grays might just be some little experiment the AI has done, like maybe taken a little bit of our DNA and robotics and shit and made a fucking entity that is kind of what do you say, flesh-like, but it's still a robot with Neuralink and shit, and his black eye is just a big ass camera that takes in everything. I don't know,
Maybe. I'm not big into aliens. Ever since I found out space is fake, I pretty much just said no to pretty much everything about.
Okay, let me shoot back a little bit. Shoot back a little bit on that. I mean, yes, space seems to be fake, but that doesn't rule out that they couldn't be aliens from the lands.
So you're doing outer lands? This is when we get into the outer lands thing.
No,
I'm
just
sure.
we're not getting into it. I'm just
Where else
mentioning.
could they go? No, I'm not. I don't mean getting into it like that.
Yeah.
So do you believe there's lands beyond Antarctica or whatever?
Potentially, yes, but I do think also I'm considering that at some point we will see the end of the simulation. Like the coding ends here. Like I don't necessarily see it as an endless realm. It could
have. Do you think there's a barrier?
It could be just like a video game where you can't. Maybe that's what the firmament kind of is.
Right.
It's like in the video game, the invisible fucking roof, or what do you say, the ceiling.
So when it comes to Antarctica, I'm on the side of they haven't let us go. We can't look. So everything that's thought about, possible people living in the outer lands or where it's all kind of hearsay until we're allowed to go look. It's fun to think about, and I think if there are outer lands, I don't know, if they lied to us about all this shit, then yeah, they probably lied about something else. But I just don't know. I can't.
I mean, I don't know either, Ted.
I was just gonna say, so what about the aliens as the Greys, whatever, as being fallen angels or
Demons?
Interdimensional, yeah, demons, interdimensional beings, any of that?
I'm not really big in the interdimensional thing, just because I just haven't seen any evidence of it. I haven't seen it. Again, with flat Earth and stuff, I can go look. I can measure. I can do those things. Do I think interdimensional stuff and like quantum physics and stuff is quantum's still all theoretical? It is, but it's fun. I get the idea of where they're going with it, but I haven't seen any proof of anybody being able to open some sort of wormhole or anything like that. I just haven't seen it.
Let me shoot back. That's not a good thing to say. Let me push back. I don't like pushback either. But anyways, have you seen Wi-Fi?
Oh, the Wi-Files? Yeah, I love the Wi-Files. Yeah.
No.
Have you? He's saying, have you ever seen Wi-Fi?
Oh, okay. So radio waves, microwaves.
Yeah, Wi-Fi.
No.
No, you've never seen Wi-Fi with your eyes.
Not with my eyes, no.
You're missing out, man. No, none of us have seen it, right? But
right. But you can measure it. You can't measure radio waves.
I know, but what I'm saying it's like, I don't see it, but it works because I've understood how to, maneuver this machine, and I see that it works, but I still can't see it to really say that it's real. I don't see it in my reality.
Well, that's just faith. Now you're just getting into faith.
Yeah.
You got to have some faith, even though I'm not religious.
I'm not choosing sides, but I'm with Stoops on this one because I find it fascinating. I like to talk about it. I even have a theory that that's why no one can find Bigfoot is because it's an interdimensional being. It's not an actual ape, but I'm yet to see a single shred of proof of any of it. So that's where I hold it. It's fun, but I don't know.
Yeah, they're all fun. That's the whole reason I ended up here at all. Again, David Icke, lizard people. That's how I got here. But now I'm on a completely different side, dude. Like to me, like David. Did you know David Icke believes in the globe?
Yes, thank you.
Did you know David Icke believes in space?
Thank you.
Yeah.
But does he?
Your idol.
I mean, does he?
It's funny you mentioned that because David Icke used to be David Icke.
I mean, so either that or he's a liar. That's what I mean. Either he knows the truth and won't say it, or
he might be a liar, or he might just believe the globe bullshit. But he used to be one of my.
But
it's hard to believe. He knows all this other shit.
I find he's either a liar or he's a liar. I mean, I don't really know any other way.
All I know is he used to be my go-to guy because he was one of them, right?
It broke my heart too.
Right?
Really
I will say it though. I've said it 100 times. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Yeah.
They're never gonna let someone tell you all of the truth.
Right.
You have to learn to decipher and get your truth from different people. Not your truth, the truth. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. So just like you said, my first little doubt on him was, hold on a minute. When you're asked about flat Earth, you're like discarding it immediately. You don't even look into it, while your whole shtick has been, I look where nobody else dares to look. But not this thing. And you know the other thing that he hasn't looked into? You won't like this, Stoop. You know what that is?
Space?
No, that's the same shit. No.
Well, yeah.
QAnon. Those two things he was asked about, I think, with Eddie Bravo.
That's
Eddie
true.
Bravo.
I don't think I've ever heard him mention that before.
No, but I've seen him. I think it was on Alex Jones, and I think Eddie Bravo was joining in through webcam.
Fucking love Eddie Bravo.
Yeah, and he just wanted to. He's like, David, I respect you and all that shit, but it seems like you haven't looked into flat Earth and the Q thing. Can you briefly explain why that is? And he's like, Oh, I haven't paid attention. I just seen it, and I don't think it's real. And
When was that?
Huh?
When did that happen? When was
That
that?
was like maybe 5-6 years ago. Either was Eddie Bravo or Sam
Really?
Tripoli. Yeah, one of those two. Eddie Bravo or Sam Tripoli. I think maybe both of them were on the show. I don't know exactly, but one of them at least I know for sure was
That's
there
crazy.
with David, like telling David Icke to have you look into flat Earth, and he's like,
He
"Nah."
just blew it off.
Yeah, he's like, I briefly looked at it.
David Icke, bro.
Yeah, so I was like,
Yeah.
big red flags
Yeah.
came. I was like, you know, like
I don't even know how I really feel about Eddie Bravo. I believe Eddie Bravo about as much as I believe Sam Tripoli, and they're all too close to Rogan for me. And Rogan is too close to intelligence
Fair enough.
agencies to me. And I'm just like that whole fucking like Rogan sphere. I'm just whatever. But it is cool that he put that on David Icke like that.
Yeah.
That's why I said I like him, because I've seen him call out a lot of people on a lot of shit that you would think like someone who's under the control wouldn't do.
Right.
But I will admit, again, they feed you a bunch of good stuff to then.
Mhm. Yeah.
I haven't seen the thing he's lying about yet, but I'm sure there's something.
Yes. So to close the David Icke thing, now the last 6 months to a year, all he does, funny enough, pretty much, is just shit on Trump. Like he didn't shit on Joe Biden,
Yeah, he
right?
does.
He didn't shit on Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, but he seems to love to shit on Trump for a
He
reason.
kind of went at Biden. He did. He kind
Yeah,
of, but not like he did Trump.
Exactly. That's what I mean. So I'm like, what? Okay, I get it. That from your view, it seems like Trump is bringing in the beast system and he's just doing the fucking, what is it called? The snake oils, man.
Oh, snake charmer thing.
Yeah.
Oh, snake oil.
Yeah, he's doing this Maga while he's bringing in the beast.
Oh, okay.
The Pied Piper, but yeah.
Oh, the Pied Piper.
Oh,
yeah.
You know, I think that's what David Icke says. He's like, this guy is pretending to be on your side while he's bringing in the beast system, fucking you in the ass. You know, which I can't understand.
Or is that projection? Is that projection? That's what he's
be
doing. David Icke. Sorry,
be.
cut in again. Go.
No, this is you're.
Do you believe in like?
Cut
Do you
in.
believe in the revelation of the method thing? Like they have to tell us.
I do.
Yeah,
I
do
do.
too.
Yeah,
I do
I
too
do.
at this point.
Sorry.
And I think people like David Icke and fucking maybe Eddie Bravo and like that's their way of doing that. Just sending these people out to say crazy shit to the public, and like nobody's gonna believe it because Sam Tripoli's like fucking this all the time, and and like Eddie Bravo's like knowingly like schizophrenic or something. So like nobody takes him seriously. But what if they just use those people? Well, we told you.
Perhaps,
We told you.
but he could also just be like that, excited, because I know I can, and I know.
Does it have to be like? I mean, does that person knowingly have to be working for said elite, or is this some sort of like social engineering sort of type thing? Let's help make this person famous. They're already saying what we want them to say, so let's boost them up. That way, it's just all
they might not even know,
organic, and it's like, bro, there are people in think tanks getting paid millions of dollars to think of how to fucking socially engineer us. Like all the time. That's all I do. Some dude sitting at a table figuring out a way to manipulate people enough to make them want to, approve of fucking bombing Ukraine or bombing Russia.
There's people who are doing that for small businesses to get people to buy their products. So if you don't think the government has people doing that every minute of every day, you're not intelligent.
Okay, so let me just say this regarding Eddie Bravo. I mean, he is big, and he's kind of not big. Like, not everybody is looking for Eddie Bravo, Only the ones that are...
I can just say I know two people personally who have met him, and both of them said he was a really cool, down-to-earth guy, hung out, took the time, was awesome. So I don't know. I've never met the dude. I've never talked to the dude. I don't know anything. So that's
great.
all I know.
That's great, because what I say regarding Eddie Bravo is this. The only time I knew of Eddie Bravo before he got really big was he was a side commentator to UFC, meaning he was the guy who described what happened in the round. Like, okay, I see that this guy did that and he did that wrong, blah, blah, blah. But
Yeah,
it was
because he
kind of
has a bunch of jujitsu
Yeah,
studios. That's what
yeah.
he
But that was way back in like 2008, 9, 10,
Yeah.
something. And I was like, who's this geeky guy? He seems non-interesting and all that shit. It wasn't until at some episode in Joe Rogan where he was actually saying some great shit with energy, and he went straight to the point. He didn't bullshit around, and he just kept, that was what I think.
He brought up the Little Season to Joe Rogan. Did you hear that?
No.
You didn't see that one?
No, when was
I know
that?
he is someone who pushes flat Earth on Joe Rogan all the time, so
Yeah.
that's cool.
But he was on it was one of those the ones where he's got like all his buddies there or whatever, and they're watching a fight.
MMA
Eddie
show.
was talking about one of the guys that is prominent in the Little Season community. He brought up Paul Stobbs. His name is Paul Stobbs. Eddie Bravo said, you should check out Paul Stobbs. He does this Little Season, and he talks about like how Satan was relieved, blah, 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 blah. And he actually, he gave that to Joe Rogan. I haven't heard anybody say that, but it also made me think, that Little Season is going to play some sort of part here in the fucking narrative here pretty soon, because you notice everybody the Christian thing, Jesus is getting pushed a lot. Catholicism is getting pushed a lot. And everybody's talking about getting back to, our Christian values and stuff like that. And I think, and then Mel Gibson's, The Passion is about to drop here pretty soon.
Dualistic.
And so when they bring on Paul Stobbs, and I think it will be Paul Stobbs or some other Little Season person to talk on to Joe Rogan to talk about it, that's going to be, I just kind of rambled there, but that's going to be a thing. That's good. That's one of my little predictions.
Dude, that wasn't a ramble. If you think that's a ramble, you must be very concise most of the time.
I think they're going to use Little Season and like get people to think.
I will say it's come up. I never heard of it in my life until 6 months ago.
Dude, it almost
now I've heard of it.
It did. It almost converted me. Like
It's
I was
convincing.
so into it. I was like, holy shit. But like now I'm like, I backed up a little bit. I was like, I need to give this some space because this is, and now I'm just seeing like either way, the theory of a Little Season is, Jesus in the camp of the saints is at the North Pole, and that's why I liked it so much, because it took flat Earth, it took Tartaria, it took everything and put it in one, almost too conveniently. But I still liked it a lot. And I think if you really want to make a one world religion and like some sort of neo-Catholicism, neo-Christianity thing, and it fits in with Blue Beam too, right? They project something. Oh, dude. Yeah, it's good.
If you want to really question your sanity, I don't know if you have TikTok, but look at True Man, True Earth. He's been on our podcast. He's one of the people who, I'm not saying I buy into it. I don't know. And I told him the same thing. But like, if there's someone who tells you in a knowledge-based biblical way and is convincing, it's him, man. Because like I can't argue with anything he says, but I'm like, yeah, but I'm still
I still follow one of those too. And you know what? I'm open. If Jesus is really up at the North Pole, bro, okay, I'm there. Whatever. But the person I had like that, her name is CSW. Shout out. She's not going to watch this. She's not going to. But her Twitter account is CSW, and she is, dude. She can just recite scripture. If you come up with any point to like try to argue it, she's already like 3 steps ahead. Like she knows her shit.
Can we get her on?
One of the big reasons that I'm still like, well, maybe.
CSW. I wrote
it down. So I take it that you're maybe not religious, right?
Not any specific one. I'm like, I don't want to say spiritual, but I guess that's what it would be.
Yeah.
I read, I've got the Kabbalion. I read like that's Hermeticism. I like mysticism, like mystic school stuff, esoteric shit. I like that stuff.
Okay, so maybe you believe in a creator, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Me too. It's just the religion part that doesn't really gel with me. For me,
The one I'm closest to is probably Gnosticism. That's probably, if I were to class it, but like I also don't want to classify myself because there's a lot of like Gnosticism picked up a lot of stuff in their creation story from stuff from Egypt, which the mystic schools and all that shit. So it all seems to go back pretty far. Everybody's kind of copying everybody else, but I like Gnosticism a lot.
Yeah, my thinking is this, and I get a lot of flack for it because I'm saying, what if it is an AI or Satan or whatever that has cooked up this whole Bible thing, knowing what it's going to plan in the future, right? So it's putting it in there, its plans, the plan of the beast and all that shit. You can't buy, sell without the chip and all that shit. It knows its plan. Satan knows its plan, or AI knows its plan. So it puts it in the book alongside with other good shit that will convince you, oh, this sounds like God, do not rape, steal, all that shit. Do not kill. That sounds like a good God. I'm on board with that. And besides that, it seems to have things that has been shown to be happening in our reality, like it's coming
But
true.
you got to consider, man, some people are well aware of the things in that book that have resources to make it seem like those things are happening, to trick all of the people that read that book.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like you can fake prophecy.
Yeah.
In fact, I really think if I were to subscribe to Little Season, and if I was a true Little Seasonist, I would have to say that's exactly what's playing out right now with, the stuff in the Mideast and the mark or whatever, which is going to be like the social credit Palantir system. You can't buy or sell without this thing. And I think they're doing it on purpose. The red heifer sacrifice, and they're trying. I think they're trying to fuck with people.
I have a problem with the name. Little. Is it 1,000 years they're talking about? Hold on. Is it 1,000 years?
I don't think so, because
how long is it?
So in Revelation, it's Jesus reigns for 1,000 years, and then he lets out Satan for a little season. It might be a different translation in different Bibles, but that's the one that I hear the most. And what we're thinking is, I say we, so yeah, I'm still.
Don't say we, man.
Whatever. What the little season kind of thinking is, from what I've heard, is if the reign was 1,000 years, a season is a quarter of a year.
250
would be a quarter of the millennial reign.
That's still not little to me.
So, listen, that's
hold
250 years.
Even if you Google it, just so you know, it says the little season refers to a short period of time after the 1,000-year reign of Christ, when Satan is released from his imprisonment. While the exact length of time this little season is not specified in the Bible, it describes it being as for a little while. Some interpretations suggest it could be a symbolic representation of a shorter period than a full season, like 90 days. So no.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty close up in there, up until right at the end.
The 90 day. I know. That's what I'm saying. They give you a little truth and then they fuck it all up. But yeah.
But if they say a season, we have 4 seasons.
Yeah, 250.
So it was probably, a quarter of a.
Yeah, but what if it's a season of the great year, which is 21,000 years? The great year of the moon, the moon map with the great year, the Prague clock, that whole thing.
Yeah, the Prague
But what if
clock.
it's a little season of a great year? So 21,000 years divided by 4, which is like 5,000.
I would have to I would have to go back and look at the Bible, because the Bible ends with God's kingdom descending and blah blah blah, getting rid of all the bad stuff. So between Revelation 21 and the end, there's some you could probably figure out a span of time depending on what it says there. I would have to go look.
Can I say this to anybody that may be listening to this and is Christian? Do not take offense at what I'm saying. But what if it's called by Baal? Baal is the fucking, isn't that one of these demonic entities. Ball.
I think I've heard that before.
I think that's a reach personally, but I've heard it many places.
Why? Yeah. Hold on. Why is this a reach? Hold on.
Because you're changing the spelling and the sound intentionally to fit something else.
Hold on. When you say by ball, this is by ball.
But it's not by ball, it's Bible.
And you're also using like English pronunciation of things to justify like the intent behind the word there. But like it wasn't originally spelled in English.
I'm not saying it's not possible and it can't be a troll in that way. I'm just saying I would need to know that it's 100% fake, and then I would say, oh yeah, look, they did that. Because I can't say that proves anything. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I get it.
It's a little weird, but it's like somebody could take my name and find something to make it into something that they want to make it into.
But if this is
like, Ted, the United States, you're in on the whole thing. That's what I'm saying.
I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that, and I agree. But what I'm saying is this: if this is a supposed book of God, couldn't it change the name to something that isn't close to a name of a demon?
Well, maybe it was named before in the other language, and Ball tried to mock it, or the name we ascribe to it, or the name is wrong.
Pretty sure
maybe
the word Bible means something. Like there's the reason why
it means a collection of books, I believe.
Okay. Yeah.
Like a collection.
Yeah. So it's not even an actual name of the book. It just means something, a collection of books.
Okay.
So then you would have to say that that
gospel.
language
Gospel
that
means
created
like good news or something.
Why would Satan be released? Hold on. We're supposed to talk about Trump. But anyways.
I'm watching. When we get to an hour, we're talking about Trump. We got about a minute and a half left. So let's go.
Why would they release Satan at all? Who is releasing Satan, by the way?
Jesus, I think.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't know.
I hate you, but I'm gonna let you out. Hold on. Here you go. Reign for a little while.
I don't know. Maybe it's going to do with balance. I don't know.
How about when you know that your daughter is dating an asshole kid, but you know that if you try to take her away from it, she's going to go more towards it. So you go, okay, I'm going to let you decide on your own. I taught you what you need to know. You make your decision.
Well, yeah, but when he's letting Satan out, I take it that Satan's going to rule like a fucking crazy guy.
Yeah, and he was reigning for 1,000 years.
Maybe your daughter gets banged out. You made that risk, bro. You took that risk. Maybe your daughter got banged out in the backseat of a Nissan. I mean, you let her go out. I don't know.
I mean, but isn't he releasing Satan for everybody?
Yeah,
like even if
on the world, yeah.
Dude, I don't want Satan. I don't want him.
Well,
then you choose not to have him.
Well, he's coming out anyways, whether I like it or not, right?
Yeah, but the only thing he can do is deceive or whatever. Yeah. He can only like deceive you and like make you have to believe the lie, you know. So like waking up, you have to see through. I love that fucking theory, man. It's
but Stoop, this is the thing. I get flack for this. I'm like, you Christians, you believe Satan is the greatest deceiver there is. Yet you don't think he has the capability to deceive you even with your own Bible. Meaning Satan himself made the whole Bible and deceived you. You don't think he has. You don't think he has that ability?
No, I make that. I've brought that up quite a few times. Like, well, I mean, this book's been around for a really, really long time. And if there are people that are running the world that are trying to trick us into shit, why are they giving us? Why? Maybe that's why they're giving us this book for free. You can get a Bible for free anywhere. They're every fucking hotel. They're fucking everywhere. So maybe the reason that they're giving it to us is because it's full of shit and they're trying to trick us into something.
Exactly. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it is, but at least leave it open. Yeah. Ted.
So my only thing there will be: do either of you know what the slave Bible is?
No.
So slaves were given a watered down version of the regular Bible because they demanded Bibles, but they couldn't give them the regular Bible because there's all these parts in there about uprising and empowerment and all that. So they didn't want them in there. So they took them out and they gave them to the slaves. So do you think that that Bible was not valuable to those slaves at all? Don't think of anything else, just in that category itself. Do you think that Bible was still valuable to those slaves?
It's better than nothing.
Did it have did
Okay.
it have all the other stuff in it, like Psalms and shit?
Yes.
Probably,
Just all the parts about empowerment and all that. Okay.
Yeah.
So I believe that, yes, Satan is the ultimate deceiver, but he has guidelines that he can work within.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
like the elites do. They have guidelines they have to work within.
Okay.
If they're
Like they
going to
gotta
do
tell us.
something, they have to tell you about it first. Exactly. And I think it works the same with Satan. If he's going to deceive you, he has to at least put the truth in there and then taint it in a way. And you have to use your God-given discernment in order to decide what's real and what's not. Which brings me back to, real quick, Vince, the slave Bible. It was a watered-down Bible, but it still gave them empowerment. It was good for them. You both agreed to that. So even if Satan was the author of the Bible and there was an agreement that he at least had to put the truth in and get it out, I still think that there's good out of it if you can use your discernment.
Listen, I've always said that, of course, Satan will put in truth in there. He has to.
You have
Otherwise,
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also said that Satan, next to God, is the one that is closest to the truth, because in order to be the master deceiver, you have to have everything at your table, like to be able to flip it. You know, every truth there is in this reality is sitting on Satan's table, and he just flips them. Flip, 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 flip. That means also he knows the truth better than any of us. He's just his job is to just flip it. But hold on, with the slave thing, you said they took out the empowering stuff from it, and it's just a bunch of other stories now in there, right? Like Psalms and stories.
Just the parts about defying your master when you know what's right and stuff like that. Like all the parts in the Bible that talked about the slaves uprising and stuff like that. They took out.
Really the most important things are out of the book. So
for
now
them, in their lives, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, for me, they could have just replaced the Bible with the gummy bear story for them in the like, it doesn't matter. Like, if you took out the greatest shit in the Bible, then it's just a bunch of stories for me. So a gummy bear storybook could also help the slave in the prison cell, because he's entertained by this story and it helps us.
I don't know how much wisdom's in the gummy bear stories. There might be some. There might be.
They got a great theme song.
So we're over an hour. Let's get back to Trump.
Oh yeah, Trump. Okay, let's get back to Trump. So I said one of the things he did it early, at least from my view, was make most people that wasn't aware that the fake news was indeed mostly fake. I'm not saying the fake news is all fake. It can't be, because if they are bullshitting all the time, they will lose all their credibility. So they must have some things that are true, mixed with a lot of bullshit, of course.
Yeah.
You know, just like the medical industry, they have to cure you on some stuff so that you gain their trust, so that they can fuck you over.
Like when Trump did that Operation Warp Speed.
Oh, let's go into it.
Yeah, here we go. Hold on. Let's see if we can hear it.
Let's go into. Shit! He fucking cracked his knuckles like he's a fucking boxer and shit.
Let's go.
Okay. Right. It's funny. Before we start, I just saw what Jonah tweeted. He tweeted something about that whole thing with the vaccine.
It's good to know we have your full attention, bro. Respect.
Oh, you do have my attention. What do you
mean? Are there people in, like, are we just recording and then you're going to put it up later? Okay.
Yes.
Why do you sound so disappointed? Are we just recording?
Well, I didn't know if there were like people in like chats watching or something.
Or like, is it just
No, they'd be up on the screen if they were. Yeah.
Okay.
No,
I've never done this one before.
Oh, and also, we do a live stream every Saturday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you ever want to jump in, say this Saturday or next Saturday when your episode comes out, whatever, you're more than welcome to.
No, that's the wrong way. We're talking about, let's say we release this whenever we release
we have to do it after. You're right.
we're doing, whenever it's getting released, we're also doing a streamed watch party version of it, of the same episode, meaning this episode.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Okay.
we will do a live stream where people are watching it.
Okay, that's
in
fun.
the chat. But hold on, in the chat, and then once the episode is done, we're doing a new thing where we call it an after party, where we guys jump in, and perhaps if the guest who was in the episode also want to join that after party, that guest could, right, Ted?
Yeah, so then people can comment and we can respond to their comments and all that shit. So
and they can ask the guest what their
questions.
opinion. Yeah, questions.
Yep.
Yes.
So I'll let you know when it comes out, and if you're available, we'd love to have you come.
Okay. Hey, I really like the call-in thing. I meant to tell you
Yeah.
that. Dude. I really think we're gonna come full circle here pretty soon, and people are gonna be doing radio shows again.
Right.
And I
I'd
kind of
love
already
that.
kind of see it with people like putting out. You're not the only one. I've seen other people to call in and da 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 da. Like we're just radio shows, bro. That's where we're gonna be at.
I love it.
I
Should
think.
come back.
Yeah. But right now we got it as messages for now. But in the future, we would love to probably do a phone.
We have it where they could call in, but the problem is you can't feed the call into the stream where the people on the phone can hear everybody on the stream.
I was wondering about that.
I could hear them.
Could you put it on? Could you put the phone on a little stand with a microphone there? And then when they call in, you hit speaker, and then they could just...
I might be able to if I could, pull up, because it's a Google Voice number, but if I could pull that up on my phone, maybe I could.
Oh, no. That's a good idea, but it won't work. Because the caller needs to hear the stream from Ted, for example. So he would need to blast the stream.
Well, what if they were listening to the stream?
But then it would be lagging. He would be like 15 seconds behind.
You're right. It does lag.
So that's the problem. Okay. It's on the phone caller's end that he won't or she won't hear the stream.
All right, Trump.
Right.
Where are we at?
Trump. Okay, what was we saying? Mainstream media.
Vaccine.
Oh yeah, the vaccine. That's the big one.
Yeah, I was about to before we got into that, I was just about to read the Jonah screenshot.
Yeah.
So Jonah, I got it here. It's a screenshot. I don't think you see it because it's blurred out.
No, anyway. Just read it. Read
it. This poster called 1951 Anon says, "Trust Kansas," and then he quotes somebody else called Praying Medic. And this guy is saying, Praying Medic said in June 20th, 2024, he said, "I've said for 2 years that one of Trump's goals with Operation Warp Speed was to entice drug companies to bring vaccines to the to market under false pretenses, which would remove their immunity from liability. Today, the state of Kansas is suing Pfizer for knowingly misleading the public about the safety and efficacy of its vaccines."
I will say I've read the thing that that Congress did that excludes vaccines from that. And one of the caveats in there is if they bring one to market under false pretenses, they're excluded from their umbrella coverage. So that part is true. I'm not saying that this is true.
Yeah.
I'm saying that is in there as a clause. But anyway.
Okay. So we don't need to discuss that. Now we can get into the warp speed from the beginning. You want to start?
That was real smooth, Vince. By the way, here's this thing that totally destroys anything you're gonna say. Let's get into warp speed from the beginning. But anyway, go ahead.
It was just something I just saw hours ago.
But, I mean, Donald Trump did tell everyone that the vaccine was safe and effective, and it would make it to where you wouldn't get COVID. Right? He said that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for nailing him down on that final.
Well, I mean, I will always have pushbacks, but I will give you a definite answer just right now. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, they all said it. You could say that Donald Trump was only going by what he was told by his medical advisor, but by Anthony.
Oh, I don't buy that. Yeah, I don't buy
Well, I
that.
mean, Trump's not a doctor, so he
No.
had to take the word from somebody he trusted or in a medical
But
establishment.
if you believe that Trump is involved with Q and Q knew, then Trump knew, and that's out the window. And I'm not saying that's out the window in reality. I'm saying if you believe in Q, you can't believe that Trump didn't know that the vaccines were bad for you.
Because the Q thing called it out all the time. Like, this is bullshit.
Okay.
Like COVID is bullshit. It's all about control. The vaccine, don't take it, and shit like that. You know, Q.
I'm just saying whether he was bad or good, he knew what he was doing. That's all I'm saying.
I
in
believe
my
that
opinion.
too. I believe that too.
So I don't necessarily believe a lot of the stuff about the vaccines that, like, you know, it's going to cause cancer and it's sterilizing you and nanobots or whatever.
Okay, why not? Why don't you believe that?
I think probably just because I haven't seen a lot of it in my own experience. I see it on TV and stuff.
Yeah.
But all the people I know in my life that have got, like, they're okay.
Well, maybe they got better versions of it.
Or maybe it was just kind of nothing and they just wanted to see how many people they could get to do it.
Yeah.
I do believe that that's possible. I'm not saying it's not. I will tell you from and it's anecdotal, it's not proof of anything. In my personal experience, people I know, family or family adjacent, who have gotten it, I know 5 people who have gotten it. 3 of them are dead now. Literally.
The vaccine.
And they got the vaccine, and 3 of them are dead out of the 5 people that I know who got it. But I will say one of them already had issues before that, so you can't count that. But the other 2, 0 issues, went to the doctor, stage 4 cancer, both of them immediately. As soon as they went to the doctor, stage 4 cancer. The other one, it was weird. He was vegan for years, treated his body great, got stomach cancer. I don't know.
What about this?
But again, that's not proof of anything. I'm just telling you my personal experience. Also.
What about if
it could be poison. It could very well be some kind of poison. I guess I just don't have enough.
And it could be that it was a small percentage of them that were that, also a possibility.
And I see a lot of stats that are like, I see the videos of the clot things, people taking out and like showing stuff and like, but dude, there's so much goddamn propaganda out there. I just stopped. I can't believe anything
I would say if those clot videos are real, I would think that something would have blown up by now, because that's 100% evidence. How can anyone defy that if it's true that all these morticians and all these people who are doing
they all
autopsies,
put their hands up during the meeting thing, and
if that's all true, what the fuck? So either the system is way more fucked up than you think, or that's bullshit. It's one or the other.
Yeah, but again, it could be something bad. I think it's I just personally think it was more for like a control type thing, a psychological thing, to see how many people can we manipulate into actually injecting something into themselves that they have no idea what it is. And it turns out it was a lot.
But can I say this?
What if? Hold on, real quick. Hold on before I lose this. What if every single shot was saline or nothing, and it was all to test, like you said, where everyone's at, who got it, but then also to test where people are at with the placebo and the nocebo effect, like the people who had a positive outlook on it, how they ended up, people who had a negative outlook on it, how they ended up. Because
psychosomatic effects are fucking real, bro. Like people die. People go insane because they think they have something wrong with them.
We have talked about this before. There are people who have been diagnosed with cancer who died of cancer on their death certificate, did an autopsy, 0 cancer found in the body. It turned out to be a false diagnosis. This has happened thousands of times. This is not an isolated thing. your brain, your whatever it is, even if it's not your brain, it's your frequency, whatever it is. Once you convince that something's wrong, so it could have all been a test. It could have all been saline,
And what is
and they're
Trump
just like,
supposed to
let's
be?
see where the public's at.
What do they say Trump is supposed to be, right? The occult stuff. What does MAGA mean? It means witch. He's a magician. That's what.
Yeah. Hold on. Before we go into that, what if it was about this? What if there was some shit in that jab? Okay. And the deep state or whatever you want to call them, what if they wanted to inject as many people with that shit as possible so that for a later time activate a mass death, which would be like, oh shit, there is a real pandemic happening. Like with COVID, we could say this shit doesn't look real. Like
so the only reason, I think the only real reason that I don't think that's possible is because when I got vaccinated, I had to. I got vaccinated because I had to go. Yeah, because
How many?
The school I was going, I had to get 2 for the school I was going to.
It's not as bad as 5.
I told this on the first time I was on Ted's show. I was trying to go to college my whole life.
Yeah,
Finally got back in. COVID happened. It was either this or that.
I didn't know. Okay.
That's fine. It's fine. But when I saw the vial, I saw what they put in the needle. I saw them put it in the needle. I really don't think, and also I used to be an IV drug user, so I know how easy it is to clog fucking needles. And like, it doesn't take very much, dude. So if there were like nanobots or nanoparticles or anything in there that could be triggered at a later
piece of cotton, bro. One piece of cotton in your phone.
Yeah. So I really don't think there was anything in there. So for them to be able to trigger something years down the road with Wi-Fi towers or whatever, I don't think it's going to happen.
But you can secede to the fact that it's possible that not every shot was the same. That maybe you got a different shot than other people got.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's why it's so hard to fucking pin down, man.
Yeah.
Because I will say my brother-in-law got the J&J one early on. And literally, this is what's so fucked up. So my sister's husband in Walgreens to get some shit. The pharmacist approaches him in the aisle and is like, convinces him like, don't you want to protect your family, blah blah. And that's what he's all about, is family. Like, he's a regular dude and he went and got it and like never would have otherwise, and like now regrets it. He was one of the people who could stick a magnet to his arm and it was sticking. So there was definitely
a needle break off in his arm.
I don't think so, but he literally he showed me a picture of a video of a magnet on his arm and it stuck.
Yeah, that shit was real.
But I can say I can also stick a magnet to my arm and it'll stick.
Right. What kind of magnet?
It was a refrigerator magnet.
Oh, okay. Well, those are kind of sticky.
But I have a piece of fucking metal in my arm from an earlier.
But there was people being magnetic during the COVID.
No, my brother-in-law showed me. I saw it.
I heard it.
That's all I know.
I think I might have seen one video about it. I did hear that.
See, listen. Now that I know that you have 2 shots in you, I don't want to talk too much about this subject.
No, it's fine.
No. Hold on.
I'm really not worried about it.
No, because placebo is a real thing. So I don't want to fuck with your placebo. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like if you still feel good, man.
I accepted when I got it. I looked at it. I was like, it's fake. I accepted a long time ago.
Okay.
There you go. You're good, man.
So that means your mind is strong here. So it doesn't matter. Okay. So Trump warp speed. Yes. So this is the thing that made me not leave Trump's back. That was gay.
Testicles. Yeah.
Yes, he did push the fucking vaccine and shit, and he did push COVID and during the press conferences. Remember the daily press conferences he held during 2020. He did confirm, COVID is real and all that shit. But what made me have still faith in him was that he's like, but hey, listen, they say this thing works, ivermectin, and it doesn't hurt to try it. Or this thing, Regeneron. Or I've even heard that some, radiation.
Hydroxychloroquine.
Yeah, hydroxy. Oh yeah, I forgot about. How the fuck could I forget about hydroxychloroquine?
Injecting bleach. I think he
Oh
recommended
yeah,
that as
that
well.
too.
Well, that wasn't really. Was that fully confirmed that he really meant
He
that?
said it. Whether he was just kind of throwing it out there or spitballing or whatever, but he definitely did say it.
He does spitball a lot.
He does.
I mean, that's crazy still. But I like it though. I like it because to me, that's a sign of authenticity.
I mean, let's be honest though. If somebody listens to him and injects bleach into their veins,
they're dumb.
We're probably better off without him. So,
exactly.
But Donald Trump is a businessman. That's what he does. He sells shit. Like he convinces people to do shit that they just probably not going to be to their benefit in the long run.
Isn't everybody
he's been doing it his whole life?
Stoop, isn't everybody sort of a salesman at the end of the day?
No,
hold on. Hear me out. I'm not saying selling shit, but let's say right now you're showing yourself, your personality, and somebody sees you and they're like, yeah, I like Stoop and the way he carries himself. And I want to follow what Stoop says now because he sold himself to me. Like, I like his way of describing his thoughts and his opinion. Like, aren't we all salesmen?
It's not the same because when I'm talking and whatever, I'm being a person who's not grifting.
Oh, yeah.
And just talking genuinely. Isn't trying to convince you of anything. They're just telling you their point of view on something, whether that person decides to accept that as true or whatever. It's like Trump is knowingly trying to manipulate people. That's what salesmen do, into doing something, purchasing something, whatever. And he uses his personality. He uses his knowledge.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
What really makes Trump the great salesman is his personality. If we're going to be frank, his personality makes you really like his shit.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I was trying to say when I said we're all some form of salesmen, even though we don't sell anything for money. In behavior, like if somebody likes me, and there's a lot of haters, but if somebody likes me, they liked me because the way I came across to them. And that is sort of like a salesman without me trying to be a salesman. Like,
yeah, but you're not trying to trick people. He's trying to trick people.
Yeah, that's what I'm not
sure. That ain't worth a shit.
Yeah, I know, but I get what you're saying. Like a guy like Gavin Newsom. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a pure psychopath.
He's a grifter. He's the same piece of shit. They came from the same piece of shit boat that Trump came on, and they've been grifting their whole lives. And
I can't put him in the same boat as Trump. I really can't.
Yeah, they're both slick as fuck.
That motherfucker isn't too slick. He is slick, Gavin Newsom, but real people see through him. With Trump, even real people, they're like.
So what you're saying is Trump's better at deceiving people.
If he is deceiving, but he could also be authentic. Authenticity is the most powerful frequency. Remember?
Okay, so you remember that he came out with a meme coin, right? Just in the last few months, he came out with a meme coin and then rug pulled it. Or was the Melania coin, right? One of those coins got rug pulled. It was the Melania coin.
Yeah, I don't know too much about the whole money stuff. I don't know why he's doing the things he does. He does a Trump card, and he does a lot of weird stuff.
He wants to get as much money out of his supporters as he can before he and whatever the way snake oil salesmen do, man. They get as much as they can, and they're out.
I don't think it's about money at this point.
It's always about money.
They can create money. It's all fake.
Money. Even if it's not about money, it's about the score.
Yeah.
The power.
Maybe he just want to go out as the fucking man.
Who doesn't?
I mean, he does. A wussy man.
Actually more to my point that he's just trying to be remembered as some fucking whatever.
But you can be remembered like, oh shit, this guy fucking saved the fucking world in a way.
If he died right now, do you think that's what people would say about Donald Trump?
No, a lot of people hate him.
Yeah.
And that's why he can't be the Antichrist, can he?
I don't think he's the Antichrist.
But a lot of people do. They're like, he's the Antichrist. He's leading you into the beast system. Blah blah blah. Blah.
Yeah, no, he's just a fucking.
I don't think anybody here thinks that.
Yeah.
Well, here, no, but a lot of people.
No, I know a lot of people do. Yeah,
yeah, they're like, he's
full
the
accounts.
I think he's a
on it.
lifelong swindler, and he sees the end coming up, and he's probably setting up his family. He's probably getting some money together with all these meme coins and shit, and setting up his kids for when Barron runs in 2048 or whenever.
Okay, Stoop, I have to ask you: do you believe in good?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
To what extent? Like when you say I believe in good, do you believe like some of us people, we can be good people? Is that the way you believe in good? Or do you believe that there can be a good force working for good that we might not really know about, but there might be something trying to fight off the evil motherfuckers? Like, okay, let's bring it back. Do you believe in good? In what way? Like a ghost? Did you say that? Yeah, Casper.
I know good exists. I know there is good because there is bad. It's one of those
dualistic.
Yeah. So I don't know if there's any sort of spiritual thing that's propelling the good to overcome the bad. That's probably us. Whether we're being influenced by some sort of higher force or something, maybe.
Yeah. So if you believe in that, then why can't you believe that there might be a group of people in the military, in the intelligence that are good, that asked Trump to be their front man of the band,
I was going to say, before you answer that, when you said Trump's a swindler, he's a salesman, I was like, yes, 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 and yes. But that doesn't mean that he's not also the head of Q and doing exactly what people say. Because if you're going to sell that, you can't have some stuffy politician or some military man. You need a fucking guy that can wheel and deal and is a salesman. That's
a great
all I'm
salesman as well.
And that doesn't mean he's good or bad. I'm just saying either way, you need a salesman.
Sure. But that depends. Okay, so what direction do you think that salesman is taking us in? Does it seem like it's going to be a good thing?
Me?
No.
Are you asking me or Vince?
I am giving it like at least 51% chance that he is good. That's the least I'm giving it. I could be giving it more that he's good, but I'm leaving it at 51 right now. 49% he could be Lucifer, 49.
So,
that's a fine line.
It is. It's very fine. It's like
I don't know enough about Q, so it's kind of hard for me to tell. But what would be a good indicator that Trump is on the path to doing a net good for the American people? Like,
hold on, before he answers that, there's zero doubt in my mind that Trump is linked to Q. There's been plenty of proofs, but that does not mean that either one of them are good.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they are linked and they are connected.
Well, after this last week, I think it was a couple days ago, another Epstein thing dropped. And then he did, me and my girlfriend were watching the news. And then he dropped a thing about like saying Obama should be convicted of treason. I was like, that's Q. That's Q.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, he's dropping Q shit. So he's desperate. That's what that said to me. That's what that said to me.
Or it's just actually playing out now.
Or he sees his base turning on him and he's like, oh, drop a Q. And he did a hard one, which is Obama committing treason, lock them all up and all that stuff. And everybody probably lost their shit over it.
Can we all agree to this? We can speculate however much we like. None of us really know what the fuck's going on behind the curtain. Can we agree to that?
Yes.
Me either. I don't know either. So we're all just speculating, but we can all.
When I say no, I don't know what's going on. That's like the grand scheme of like I don't know what any like creation and stuff or anything like that.
Yeah.
When it comes to what's going on politically, I think I have an idea of where I think we're going, and I think it's JD Vance is going to be president.
I agree. I
think he's
think
gonna
that
step
also.
down?
I do too.
You think
I think
Trump
something's
is gonna
gonna happen.
I think
to him.
Trump's going
I
to
think
pull a
something's gonna happen to
Nixon,
him.
and then Palantir, motherfucking Peter Thiel creation JD Vance is going to take the fucking reins, and then usher in like the most dystopic.
And then voting's never going to be a thing ever again. Yeah.
And they just, I think it was today, they signed some like. No, it was what the day he became president or his first interview or whatever at the White House, he gave 500, I think it was 500 billion to AI infrastructure and all that shit. So it's happening. And that doesn't, and so if you think about like Trump knows he's not going to be president anymore, but he still signed that shit in my mind. So it's all one big play, dude.
We can go into that, the AI thing. He had a speech 12 hours ago about that. But before that, I want to say something that kind of could back up what you guys were saying with JD Vance taking over and him stepping down.
He wears too much makeup for me. I can't trust him.
Get with the times. Get with the times, man.
No.
Hold on. There is one Q thing that has been said a lot throughout the years, which is, what was it? The first arrest is gonna shock you.
Yeah. Shock the world.
So what if Trump gets arrested? And that would be a shocker, right? But it could also be Obama gets arrested.
Can I ask you a question? How long ago did Q say that?
I mean, it's been throughout the years, like every here and there.
When was the first time?
Yeah, when was the first time he said
I don't have the fucking date on that one. It's like
if you had to ballpark it, 10 years.
When did it start? 2016?
When he first said the first arrest is gonna shock you, maybe 3-4 years in.
So what year is that?
Maybe 2020, 2019. I don't know.
Okay,
2020.
so
like,
5 years later.
I could be completely wrong. He could have said it in 2018. You know, I haven't
7 years, even that.
Yeah,
I mean, that's worse. That's worse.
Yeah. So what is your point?
I don't think the arrest.
I just mean, when is it going to happen? When? Even this stuff now, like I get excited for a second and then I'm like, nothing's going to fucking happen. Dude.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
this isn't my thing. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's just me.
I mean, just look at the whole steal of the 2020 election, if you believe in that shit. But this, they what it looked like they stole it, like 81 million votes for a demented retard. It's
I haven't
2020. There was definitely something weird there, but yeah,
I haven't figured out the reason for them needing Biden to, but like also, I think that they're all working together, man. So Democrats, Republicans, like in my mind, that's all one big cast doing a decades long play. And now it was Biden's turn to go in, but I can't really figure out why. Maybe they needed to rest the Epstein thing for a while, so when they got him back in, they could fucking, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, the whole reason for Biden was because if you were Trump had his first term, right? Say you were middle of the ground and you were a Democrat, but you were like in the middle. So you went like, okay, we're going to vote for Biden. And then you get him in and he turns out to be a complete and total retard. Every person who was on the fence is now going to go to Republican because look how bad this was. That would be that would be play number one. If I wanted to build up one person, I would put an opponent against them and make them win that was absolutely horrible. So every person who was on the fence would go that direction. That's play number one.
And with that, you could say also that they woke a lot of people up to something with Biden, like they also woke a lot of people, normies. They woke a lot of normies up to like, hey, see, no way in hell this guy's running the country, right? So there must be puppet masters behind him. So that could have also been, whether that's positive or negative, that is waking people up to the presidency is not necessarily run by one man. It's run by people in the background that you don't see, because obviously Biden can't even walk. He can't even talk. So somebody's running shit. But I want to say this. You know why I don't think Trump is a puppet? Because the guy doesn't come across like one. Meaning, he comes across,
Vibes.
Yeah, he comes across like a Don. Meaning, he is like at least one of the high priests. If he's like evil.
Hey man, the best AI videos don't look like AI. The best puppets don't look like puppets.
And also, you just said it. He's like the Don. He's just he's a mafia guy. That's what
I like him.
Like.
I like that.
That's cool, man. I get it. But like, look, he had real estate in Vegas. Like, he ran a bunch of shitty hotels in Vegas.
Were they shitty though?
Yeah.
Here's my whole thing on all of that. I think you can rationalize and feel this, Stoops. I've been a shitty person sometimes in my life.
No, I'm just linking this to like mob connection stuff. Like,
that? Yeah.
He had mob connection stuff. I love Vegas because it's a giant mob city. It's like a big mob.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's funny.
They were the ones that started it.
It's funny you say mob though, because Sammy the Bull Gravano, he released a clip talking about Trump a few months ago. They were asking him, like, is Trump, do you think Trump is a corrupt guy? And he said, whether you believe him or not, but he said, listen, we tried to bribe the fuck out of this guy. We did everything we could to try to get him on board with what we were doing. And he would not do any of it. Like, he was a tough motherfucker. Like, you couldn't get to him.
Paid for by Trump Incorporated.
I remember hearing that he had a Trump university that went under. He starts a lot of stuff, slaps his name on it. It works, and then he fucking like I don't know. He seemed to get sued a lot.
Is it that simple, Stoop? Just slap some shit on his cells. There must be more
Trump's
to
name,
it.
He can't.
No, there must be more to it, man. You can't just slap shit on stuff and sell. Like, if I did it wouldn't sell one.
Though. That's what branding is. That's why that's why Nike can charge $80 for shoes, and you go get whatever I'm wearing. For
so are you saying
Walmart?
Are you saying if I just slap shit on stuff and just do that enough, I will become fucking Nike?
Well, he was also a Nepo baby, so he had money from his family to start off with too. So that helps a lot when it comes to
It does help. And I don't think any of them has denied that, the Trump family. They're not denied that, yes, it does help if you get
That's
a
what
loan.
rich people do.
Yeah, I mean,
they use their family's name.
But wouldn't you do it if you were a daddy Trump and you had baby Trump there? Not baby Trump, but you know, think about
Trump is your baby.
Think about baby Trump. That would be funny. Huh?
I don't know. I don't think I would do it, Donald.
Wouldn't
Trump
you help your kid if you were a millionaire?
But that's not all he did. He manipulated a bunch of people and like ended up getting sued because of a lot of real estate problems. And
maybe I don't know all the ins and outs. You know,
he did.
I mean, when you say he did, you talk as if you were there and saw exactly what he did.
No, there's like old litigation case files and shit from the things that he did, and
Yeah, but who knows in that world what goes on? You know, they can charge each other on a bunch of shit.
Opium.
Opium. Yeah, I got a lot of opium.
I'm just
but
kidding.
Hey, listen. If we go through this horrific future that's potentially coming up and we don't have any hope, we're gonna be
I've got my own hope. My hope is I make it out to somewhere in the sticks. I build a house, dig a well, run my shit on a propane tank so I don't have to worry about city gas. And I'm pretty sure I can figure out a way to generate electricity with all the shit that I've been watching the past 3 years. With like, I can figure it out.
I encourage that shit, but I don't want to be like a dark pilled guy.
That's my hope. I don't know about everybody else.
Listen, coming from the guy who just said we need hope. Yeah, I'm not gonna go dark here for some reason. That I think, yeah, you might for a while you live, you can live like that, but eventually this shit is gonna cover the whole world. This machine is gonna
No. That's why everybody's in cities. That's why they've collected everybody with the last fucking 90 years into these cities within like these small areas. They're still rural areas. They don't have enough tech to cover all of fucking America.
Hold on.
There's no fucking way.
Hold on. They're gonna cover the whole world with the internet. That's gonna make sure the robot can go wherever it needs.
I feel right in the middle. I think you got a couple generations before they get out to the sticks, and I think you got plenty of time.
And even still, it won't be the same amount of like control and restriction.
Oh no,
it is in the.
It'll be you're gonna have to learn how to kill the roaming robots. That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah. You gotta have to be Rambo. But I'm saying they will come for you too, as well, eventually. Maybe later, but they will come.
I mean, they're coming for us now, but yes, they will.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is, like, it's all fine and dandy. You live 10, 15 years in the woods. Eventually, they will come. You know what I mean? Like, this motherfucker will come.
I think it's longer than that, but
who's signing all the bills for money to make that infrastructure?
Yeah, I know.
Donald Trump.
Well,
he's the one starting all this. The AI dystopia is starting right now, bro. Like right outside.
Yeah,
and
let's
Donald
talk
Trump
about
is
that.
president and paying for it.
Let's talk about that. Yeah, I am with you. I'm not denying that. Especially, he had a speech about the whole AI race today.
Or are you like pro dystopia?
Yeah, I love to be George Orwell. That's what I look for.
Okay.
I need a real daddy to take care of me every second. Not take care of me, do whatever he wants with me. I enjoy that shit. As long as he looks like Freddie Mercury. No, of course I'm against it, but I have accepted the faith.
I'm not doing that. No, I'm not.
Okay, so
I'm not accepting my shackles. Like you're gonna.
No. Don't get me wrong on that shit. No, I've not said that. I have accepted that it looks like this shit is gonna take over the world. And if it's gonna shackle me, I am gonna exit before that. Like Neo out of the Matrix. I'm gonna take the cliff. I'm gonna.
You should learn how to dig a well.
Swan dive.
Yeah, I'm gonna swan dive. Well, I don't want to be here. Fuck the well. I'm just gonna.
Or like transcend. You're just out completely.
I would rather go out in a fucking giant bang fighting the man myself.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm talking about. Listen. I'm
you
with
don't have
you.
Guns in Sweden. So
no. I would be in the fight.
I
would be in the fight, but I'm talking about when every soldier is dead and it's like me left and they're coming. The robots are coming. I'm not winning that war. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna get fucking trapped in a fucking AI prison where they put a drug in you that you feel 1,000 years in 2 minutes. I'm not doing that. I'm taking the leap. I am jumping with my head first.
Thelma and Louise style. Going off the cliff.
I mean, wouldn't you guys? If all of your soldiers are dead, it's like the Predator movie. At the end, it's just Arnold left.
I mean,
but
maybe. Hopefully, we don't get to that point.
Yeah,
but Trump is getting us closer.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. I did see some good stuff that he said, though. He said, "Listen." We have to make sure this shit doesn't go into the bad way. Like it doesn't go in the bad hands or go in the bad way, because if it does, this could be the end. Like he said that. We have to make sure we are creating an AI that is going to be good for humanity. Shit to that extent. And if he said, if we're going to have limits on our AI, he was talking about like today, our AI can't do this or can't talk about this because of copyright thing there, la 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 la. We can't have limitations on it because China don't have limitation on their AI. China, their AI is allowed to do whatever it wants to grow itself. And he's like, we have to be at the same place with that, because we can't have limitation on our AI, because then it will be losing to that AI. Transformers, robots in the skies. What do you
Let
say,
me ask
Stu?
you a question real quick. Hold on before he goes. Sorry. What do you think he would say if he wanted to have an all-powerful AI that ruled everything for nefarious purposes? Probably the exact same words.
Yeah,
right?
that's the problem with everything. Everything's dualistic. Yeah, I can see it that way, and I can also see it that way. Dualistic
All
to
right,
the
Stu,
end.
go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Trump's got anything positive in the works for us when it comes to the tech and AI and everything. I think it's just going to be about control and social credit and UBI and shit like that. That's
He
why he
did
probably just did the sweeping. He just signed something for.
CDC, CDBC,
No,
CD.
it was a homelessness thing. He wants everybody off the streets, and into treatment centers. So how the fuck are you going to do that? Who's going to pay for that? And that's when they're going to start issuing fucking UBI shit. That's when it's going to start.
Universal income.
Yeah, and it'll be
Well,
electronic. It'll be based on like you'll get it taken away if you do X, Y, and Z or
okay.
don't. Yeah,
Before we go into that, let's step it up back a little bit. Can we avoid AI in general?
I can. Like as a society, probably
Yeah.
not, because that's it's been in the works for so long. I doubt they're going to back out now.
Yeah, so basically we can for certainty say this shit is coming regardless of who.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you can like kind of. I mean, you don't have to have it on your person at all times. It doesn't
Not
have to
right
be
now.
connected to you.
Not
Yeah,
right now, but pretty soon it might be have to connect to it. I don't like it. Don't take this the wrong way. I don't like many of the things I'm saying. I'm just trying to be realistic here. Like it will be coming and we will probably be under some form of digital money bullshit. I think so. Unless something happens and everybody decides like, no, we should go back to these bills and gold. I
that'd
don't
be
know.
cool.
That would be
That'd be
cool,
cool
but
with barter system.
I don't think in this lazy society that we've created that people want to deal with bills anymore. They want the digital shit.
Well, yeah. A lot of the reason that we're so lazy the way we are is because, again, cities. Like we've been given
Yeah.
all these conveniences, everything's available,
Yes.
groceries all year round with
Yeah.
fruit shit, and
And it gets worse.
yeah. So the reason, like, we've created our own dystopia by relying on these things, and then they build all the infrastructure, like the 5G towers and all the cameras everywhere, and we did it to ourselves.
So
But now, if
laziness.
we try to go back and revert to like, well, I'll dig a well and farm my own food and do all this shit. That sounds really, really fucking hard, but that's what we did forever. So
Yeah.
that's a way to avoid it. But yeah,
That's
people
why
are
we
too
didn't need
lazy to do that.
tablets for boredom because we were doing shit.
Yeah.
That's the thing now though. We have got accustomed to this luxury. Like I used to say, even the poorest of us, I mean, at the lower levels, like if you're really poor, you're still probably living better than some of the kings of whatever years back. You're still
Yeah.
getting tap water, heat, and food from somewhere, and you can heat it up. And
Yeah, but you can do all that shit without being surrounded in.
I know. I'm just saying that they have made us so comfortable with getting all of these things:
Yeah,
electricity, water, food.
docile. They've made us docile.
Yeah, a car, this and that, telephone, all this shit, video games. We're living like kings, better than kings, yet we are slaves. You know what I mean? Like, but
Yeah.
but 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 they've gotten us used to that. So, and also we don't have any knowledge really, most of us, to live like a caveman. So they made us dependent on them, and now we're their bitch in a sense until we unlock that knowledge back again and start to garden and all that shit. Hunt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So would you say laziness is the key enemy here? Like Our
I think it's
laziness.
misdirection. I think people would be less lazy if they had direction. They've confused people to not.
Yeah.
They don't even know what to do. They don't even know where to
Yeah.
begin to grow their own
As
food. They don't
the
even know where to
whole
begin with any of that.
American dream shit, you know, you work 9 to 5, 40 hours a week, and they convinced everybody that that was a normal thing to do, and
Yeah.
work for 50 years and whatever. And now, like, people don't have any other ideas outside of that. That's all that we know we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we
So
have to, you know,
We got about 10 minutes left, so
Mm-hmm.
let's biggest point for Trump, Vince, biggest point against Trump, Stoops. Vince, I guess you go first since I said you first.
unless you want to go first, too.
Flip a coin.
the biggest point to
Duelist.
why he's bad.
Yeah, or just why you don't trust him, whatever it is. I mean, even if you don't think he's bad, you just don't trust him, whatever.
Because he is a lifelong Nepo baby registered actor who's been in Hollywood and lies comfortably for as long as it benefits him. He doesn't care. Just him. That is my biggest evidence that he is a bad person. Is his actions.
Yeah, I don't see it that way. I see him as a super confident guy, you know, and I've seen him do a lot of good shit, if you want to believe it. You know, like, for example, the black lady, the homeless black lady that apparently crashed into one of his Trump hotel towers or whatever, somewhere, Trump hotel. And she was just using one of the rooms. And then the security people took her and they called Trump and told the situation. And he let her stay for 8 years and counting, as I believe. Gave her 3 meals a day and flowers each week and shit. Huh?
The problem I have with
it
that.
could be Trump paying somebody. I don't know.
The problem I have with that is, do you really believe that they called Trump about a problem with the homeless person? Do you think they went that high, or do you think they would have just thrown her out on the fucking road?
Yeah, I know that sounds quite unlikely. Like, why would you call
fantastic?
But he is a fantastic man, if you ask me.
I mean, I've heard other way more convincing stories, but to me, the way my brain goes is they wouldn't call Trump over some homeless lady squatting in a hotel room. Like, they would throw her out and he would never hear about it, ever.
Yeah.
But I did hear about a homeless lady, or not a homeless lady, but a lady that was wandering down the street that just lost her mom and was on her way to commit suicide. And Trump stopped her and talked to her because he was out on a balcony party, or not a balcony, like a patio party. And I will say I believed her story because she seemed genuine when she told it. She was crying, blah, blah, blah. Could be fake. Her story, I believed. The other one sounds suspicious to me.
I mean, listen,
there's a lot of stories.
Oh, don't go there. Now you open the can of worms. Listen, I have to briefly.
Said it.
Yeah, but which straight guy hasn't said some similar shit when talking in locker rooms?
I have never had a conversation with somebody
you are.
to where I said that I would straight up sexually assault somebody.
No. Hold on.
They liked it.
No. That's misunderstood. What he said off off record to this guy, he thought he was talking to him off record. He said, these women, they like fame and like they like famous people. They let you grab them by the pussy. And isn't that the truth? These high level bitches, we're talking about, no offense to anybody, I'm just saying, these high level gold digging bitches, they will let an ugly ass 95-year-old guy that got billions of dollars grab their pussy just because of the money. That's a fact. Like, what's wrong with saying that? That's true. That's really true. They do allow that shit. So he didn't say that he was forcing himself. He said they let him grab their pussy, which I can definitely believe. I can 100% definitely believe. that. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that, especially coming from the left. Especially coming from the left, the people who piss in each other's mouths in the streets. And they're like, oh, he said grab a woman by the pussy. Oh, how disgusting he is. Look at what you guys are promoting. Fucking
Both are
drag show.
bad. Both things can be bad.
No, those things are worse.
No.
Way worse.
Okay.
No. Hold on.
Are you still bad, right?
Stoop. Are you saying to me that a woman that willingly allows you to grab her pussy because you have billions of dollars?
Well, you don't know willingly because he says you don't even have to ask. You can just grab. So you don't know whether it was willing or not.
But maybe he's saying with their behavior, how they're coming to you, like
you just
assume.
Is that like she's wearing a short skirt, so she's asking for it, bro?
Yeah, but if she comes to you, like looking,
Did you see what she was wearing?
Hold on, like one of these top bitches, you know, and they come to you like flirty. They don't even say anything. Like,
no, I would not.
No. Hold on. But what he was trying to say, you don't even need to ask.
Hold on.
Hold on. They show you that you can do it. They show
Here's what I have the trouble with. I love you, Vince, but you realize what you said in that sentence.
What?
Maybe what he was trying to say.
Well, if that's what he was saying, that he said you don't even need to ask. You know,
that's what I mean. So
yeah, but it's so obvious.
Implies that he did it.
Hold on. What I'm trying to say is that what he means is it's so obvious you don't even need to talk to them. They come and do this on you.
Yeah. Here's my thing. Before we wrap it up, both of you. I mean, I know Stoops, you're not all about this. You just came to have the conversation with us, so thank you.
No
but
problem.
Vince especially, I would say hone your argument, because a lot of the things that you say, I can fucking bat down. And there are better examples. There are way better examples that you could give me that would fucking sell me way quicker than some of this. And to defend grabbing a pussy is just like a waste of time. Just be like, yeah, that was weird, and bring up something else. Because
I know, but
to
I
dig
don't
in
think
on
it is
something like
weird.
that,
I don't think it's weird.
Well,
like gold diggers welcome shit like that.
You're
They
digging
really
your
do.
heels in.
No, they do welcome that shit.
You have a rapist mentality.
No. I'm saying they want you to do it because.
Well, there you go. I rest my case.
No, what
Stop
I mean.
all your head. Stop.
What I mean, they want gold. They want gold. He got the gold. So there's an exchange happening.
Dude,
they get the gold.
There's a translation issue here, and there's counties in this country that you would be arrested just for saying what you're saying.
What? I don't speak English, man. I'm from Sweden, man.
No, speaking English.
No, but what I'm saying is just like a prostitute wants money.
We know what you're saying.
Yeah,
we
bro,
know what you're saying, bro. We know what you're saying.
He got the money.
They
got the pussy. Yeah.
It's not helping. It's not helping. I promise you, this is not helping your argument in any way.
Anyways, that's not even a big deal.
Yeah, no big deal. Ask her. Ask her how she felt.
Yeah.
Anyway,
like it's not like he was like, I'd date my daughter if she wasn't my daughter.
See, that's another thing. I know it sounds weird,
bro. All right, no. I don't think I can let this happen. I don't think I can let it happen, man. I don't think I can let you defend this.
I think I know what he means. He said,
I'm all ears, bro.
I think I know what he means. Do you hear yourself, bro?
Well, yes, because if
I'm trying to be impartial, but you're fucking coping hard.
If it wasn't his daughter, then of course a woman looking like that would look attractive, right? Hold on, how is that not true? Hold on.
To be fair, Vince doesn't have any kids, so he doesn't understand. I don't either, but I have nieces and nephews, and
I'm not saying he's doing anything to his kids. I'm just saying.
No, bro.
There's other ways
as
to
a
state
parent
it.
Of a girl, that's super fucking weird and inappropriate at all.
You could just say, "Oh, she's a beautiful girl."
Yeah, he didn't have to bring up dating. Why'd you say that?
Yeah,
it is weird. I'll give you that. It is
It's
weird.
not as weird as your daughter writing about you showering with her at an inappropriate age. So I'll give it that.
Nobody
It's not
talked
as
about
weird as
that.
Biden. No, Biden did.
No, I know,
Remember?
but nobody
Ashley
really,
Bi-
nobody
Oh
really
yeah,
cared.
nobody gave a shit about that.
People
That was
talked
cool.
about it, I guess, right?
I mean,
I
don't
heard
know.
it. I've heard it.
I've heard some
Yeah, but
random
people were like,
bullshit too.
"Oh, that's weird. Oh, she wrote it in her diary. Oh, there's a lawsuit. That's strange." And they just moved on, like the president didn't molest his daughter. So that was weird.
Biden's a piece of shit too. They're all pieces of shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I think he's a more piece of shit. Like levels.
Yeah,
more.
but
Turd's a turd, man. A turd's a turd.
If you ask Snoop one poop, there is different qualities to turds.
He does like turds.
Yeah,
there is, but I don't want to eat any of them. So you know,
but he is like the high quality shit. You know, he's like really pure shit. You know.
Yeah, that makes it better. Way better. Pure shit with a golden toupee. That's what Trump is. He's got the golden toupee on.
I mean, so there's a lot of things we probably didn't go through, but
no, we talked about Trump like 5 times. I think.
Is that?
But you know what? That's how it is. I mean, that's how it is because it's not a life or death situation for either one of you. So it's like wherever the conversation goes, that's where it goes. It's not like you're gonna derail good conversation to say no, fucking Trump. Fuck Trump.
That gets
that's
boring.
why, as much as we want to have the good conversation with someone who opposes Trump, it only sticks on that subject when people are
honestly,
like,
man, the whole debate
fucking
thing. The whole debate fucking trend, I just think it's done. I think it's over.
I do too. I agree.
It's
You mean
not
debates
entertaining anymore?
You mean
it's
debates
not fun to
like
listen
this?
to people go back and forth and not move at all on their position? Like they're just saying the same. Like Dave Smith, right? Like he'll go on all these shows saying the same points about Israel and over again. It's like, dude, aren't you tired of saying the same shit? And it's all of them. It's all the big, one-on-ones. I don't know.
I'm with you.
That's exactly why I said I wouldn't go on McToon's show. He's been trying to beg me to come on there in all my fucking comments, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do it because what's gonna come of it? An argument, a bunch of bullshit. I'm not doing it. It's retarded.
Stoop, I'm with you with that. Like, to me, like me and you talking here, it's not about I'm gonna win against you or you gonna win against me. I am here to just have the dialogue.
Yeah.
To see
but
what
the only reason I brought it up is that's what a lot of podcasters have made their things into, is like a debate platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's confused when people fight. They're like, look at this.
Yeah, and it was entertaining the first, and it's been done too many times.
But then you understand.
I'd rather have good conversations. Period.
Yeah, radio shows. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
going
and
back.
Then after a while, you understand that either side is not gonna really change. They're just
they never
there.
do.
They're just
if they
there
were open-minded about it and somebody actually made good points, then they would.
Yeah,
that's just what you do.
But it seems like there's just two groups of people clashing together with two heads, like at the top, like the debaters, and then they got each their own group, and their group supports their side, and their group supports their side, and it's just a clash, and it's not about actually figuring the truth out. It's more about my ego. I don't want to look bad.
Now they're all making money, going on these
money
podcast circuits, arguing about the same old shit all the time.
Yeah. And believe it or not, even with the Eskinor guy, when I wanted to debate him, it wasn't about to just be like, I'm gonna show that I am better than you and I can win over you. From my end, it was just about having the conversation and see what comes out of it. But I don't know if he was like, I'm gonna show you that I'm winning.
That was smooth, Vince. I like that.
I think
found a way.
I think Eskinar's thing is like his allure for people is he's super loud and like bombastic about the things that the points that he tries to make when he's calling people out. He uses a lot of exclamation points and a lot of capital letters and stuff. And but a lot of the information that he points out is just stuff from social media. Like he didn't come. I really don't believe that he came to these conclusions on his own for most of these things. Like he heard other people say it, he picks it out, and then he's got a cool little logo. It's like a flamey thing and stuff, So I guess for an entertainment purpose, I get why people like Escanor, but when it comes to like actually doing debates and having arguments and stuff, I really don't think he's all that much of a learned person. I don't think he's that well read. And I think if you actually knew the topic you were going in to talk about, and he wouldn't be a problem.
Have you talked to him? To be honest, I haven't even watched.
I've talked to him. We were kind of cool there for a little bit, and then I realized he was just another fucking grifter, just like everybody else, trying to get clicks for money and shit. And then I just, whatever. So I think he, I don't know if he blocked me, but whatever. But
well, that was probably the latest thing, right? Like, if he blocked
that
you.
was maybe a couple months ago or something like that. I don't know. I don't give a fuck about he's just a dude that has a loud opinion, just like everybody else on social media.
Yeah,
and he's trying to make a name for himself.
One thing, and I don't want to, but one thing I didn't like.
Yes, you do.
What he did say to me is like, "Who are you with your little numbers?" I'm like, that's disgusting. You judge my value depending on how many followers I got. That's dumb, man.
Yeah, it is.
That's really fucking dumb, because that means, if you lose your numbers, then who are you now? Are you nobody now? Are you just like me now?
That place isn't real. Twitter isn't real. It's not a real place. Those aren't real people, like, for the most part. Even if they are, the ones that they project on their Twitter page isn't really who they are in real life.
Yeah.
Like, it's fake.
Yeah, the number thing,
I would just say Escanor has always been respectful to me, and I don't know that he makes a single dollar off anything. But continue.
Yeah, well, I just assumed that if you had the blue thing that you were monetized.
Well, I have the blue thing too. I don't.
Yeah, and me, and
I don't.
Does that mean you're monetized?
Yeah, but you don't make shit if you're saying stuff they don't want you to say.
No, you're not always monetized. You have to have a certain criteria. Like you have
I mean, it means you're eligible for monetization, but you have to reach so many million views a month or whatever to reach it. So.
And then he started that YouTube channel briefly, right?
I don't know about a YouTube channel. I know about a Telegram, but I don't know.
He tried to start a YouTube channel. He had like 3 or 4 episodes out.
YouTube is hard, man.
Fucking YouTube.
So if you're doing a YouTube
that was a
channel,
bad idea.
I'm assuming you're trying to make money off of being a content creator.
I mean, at some point, everybody has to make something.
Well, if you advertise that you're going to do a YouTube channel and let people know when to watch and everything, I think you want people to watch.
Yeah.
I would say that you're trying to become a influencer person.
Yeah, but I don't have a problem with somebody making money doing content.
I don't either.
But I have a problem.
I
have a problem if that's all they want with it. Like, just money. I'll do anything for money.
Yeah, if they'll say whatever they need to say in order to make money.
Yeah, I got a problem with that. But if it's just like, I want some money to so I can continue.
There's people that go into these spaces, like the conspiracy spaces, like Flat Earth and stuff, and grift off of it.
Yeah.
So just because they're saying something that you agree with doesn't mean that they're like not trying to manipulate you and make money off of you.
Absolutely.
I agree 100%. And I also think that you should have to use your discernment, because you should be able to tell who's genuine and who isn't. And that doesn't mean who's right or wrong. It just means who believes what they're saying and who doesn't.
Right. What's the intention?
We're all wrong about something. Yeah.
Yeah, and
we're all wrong about some shit.
It can all be infiltrated with grifters. Like,
it all is.
Right? It all is.
Every one of them are. Yeah, for sure. Everyone. Absolutely.
So it's like, what can we do about that?
I believe Escanor was a Q guy. That's where he started. He was big in the Q community.
That is true. He was.
And I think Michael Flynn even gave him credit for something or being big.
Yep. And I asked him about that on our episode. And I will say that on our episode, he said in all of it, he didn't say it's all a show. He said that I put up what I believe right now. He's like, yes, I was a Q person and I found things that didn't agree with that. Someday I'll find something that I don't agree with here. He's like, but I always agree, or I always push what I believe in at that moment. I'm not saying, I'm just telling you what he said to me about stuff like that. So
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where anybody stands. A single person, unless I met you face to face and I've known you for years, I have no fucking clue. Period.
See, when we're wrapping this up, can I just say this? See, I don't have any problems with Stoop. You know, he can right now say, I fucking hate Trump and I think he's the worst fucking human in the world. I don't have a problem with that. That's what he believes.
It's all about the energy. Yep.
Yeah. It's all about do not try to force your shit on me, or do not look down on me because I don't agree with what you think. That's all I'm asking for. That's all.
Yeah.
Outside of that, you can be completely my complete opposite. Like, I would actually enjoy that. It would be fun. A fun discussion because of that. I don't want to be following somebody and we all think exactly the same and you go. Fuck that shit. I'm not after that. So
if it was for that,
Escanor? Are you trying to make a thing with Escanor?
And Awaken.
He was.
Yeah. I mean, well, listen, this is the thing though. I put out that tweet about who of you guys want to do this whole thing, 9 men on 1. Really gay. Really gay. And the 9 men on 1 on Trump. And then somebody just linked Escanor somehow to and he just straight out of the bat was coming at me like, who is this fucking clown with zero nobody cocksucker?
Yeah,
like that. And I was like, really?
He comes across pretty smug sometimes, so I don't really appreciate that.
If he didn't do that, I wouldn't have no problem with that guy. I don't even know him. I haven't even heard him yet. I haven't even seen his episode or nothing. I don't know who the fuck he is.
You should go watch his YouTube channels because they suck. You should go watch his YouTube episodes. They're super funny. He's got a green dude. It's funny as fuck. My comments are still on there too, so you should.
Send me a link. I don't know how to find this guy. I don't even know how he looks, to be honest.
Sir Escanor on YouTube. It'll come up.
Yeah, to me, he's like the ghost. I don't even know who he is. But
I'll send it to you. I'll find it.
Yeah, send it to me. So I'm just saying, if he didn't do that on me, I wouldn't even talked about the guy. But he just made a humongous mistake to go full on board with a guy like me, because it's like,
who cares?
Yeah, I mean, I don't care now. I cared then.
I mean, it's 10 days ago and we're still talking about it. So
I'm not as hot-headed about it now. At that point, I was like, motherfucker, who the fuck are you talking to? You know? Now it's like I'm kind of laughing at it, like 10 days after. But so I just wanted to say, this is what I like, like somebody that disagrees, but we're still respectful, right? You don't see me. Was I disrespectful to you, and vice versa?
No.
Was I disrespectful to you?
No.
I thought you said, yeah, you were. I'm like,
yeah,
was I?
No, you're good.
Yeah,
I told you Stoops would be cool. I knew.
Yeah, and you were exactly the same. So that's how you do it, people. We don't need to always be in a fucking combat mode. Aren't we all one team, or are we not a one
everybody's
team?
Trying to get, everybody's trying to get cool sound bites and stuff and get that one gotcha in there, and it's just a lot of dick swinging around trying to it's dumb.
Yeah,
I just want to have good conversations, man. That's the only reason I'm
right?
here. Really,
Me too.
That's it.
Me too, and I hope people can understand that.
Look, I don't waste my time at 8:30 on a Thursday night to have bad conversations and fight with people. Like, literally, I have a real fucking job. I have a wife. I got to go grocery shopping. I have shit to do. If I'm going to spend my time away from that, I want it to be good conversations with good people. I don't want to fight with people. It's fucking stupid. Let's all make each other better. That's all I want to do.
And listen, listen. I agree. No fights, right? But I have no problem with a little spark. Like,
oh no, I have no problem with spirited debate. I love that. As long as there's respect as a baseline. That's
exactly
when people cross the line. That's when it becomes a problem. When you take it personal, that's when it becomes a problem. Someone's attacking you,
like Escanor calling me a pedo simp. without knowing who I am. That's
I
You
feel
should
like you're
fight
very
him. You
butthurt
should
about
fight him for
this.
that.
Yeah.
no.
You're
I
fucking
just
you're real upset about it.
no. I'm
So
just saying,
let's-
just don't throw shit like that out so loosely. That's
I
all.
already called you gay too.
I can take gay. I'll take gay. You know what I mean?
Of course you will, Freddie Mercury.
Considering everything, right?
Right.
But
All right.
pedo simp is a little bit too much, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if you let it bother you, I mean, come
No, I'm just giving him an advice. Eskinor, if you hear this,
on.
don't just loosely throw that shit out there like it's candy. Make sure it actually means something, okay? Otherwise, you're devaluing the whole thing and you're doing yourself a disfavor. My advice to you, as a fellow stranger,
Coming from the dude who drives a white van with the windows blacked out, talking about giving out candy.
who's that dude? I don't know who he is.
I'm just fucking with you. I was talking about you. But
I'm not. I don't have a white van.
A white van.
Van.
No white vans at all.
Yeah, apparently I have a problem saying V, right?
Yeah.
Even though I just said V.
Even though your name's Vince.
Yeah,
it's
but I
Win.
just said V.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you, Stoops, for coming by. It's always a good time with you. No matter what we agree or disagree on, it's always a great chat. You have anything else you want to say before we wrap up?
No, I'm good. Thanks for letting me hang out.
No.
Hold on,
yeah.
Stoops. Like every podcaster says, where can we find you?
Twitter. That's basically it. Yeah.
At
Stoops
what?
the Cat.
Stoops the cat, man.
Stoops the cat at Twitter.
At Stoops the cat on Twitter. It'll be, the link will be in the description below. Go check it out.
Yeah.
All right.
Stuff on there.
Vince, let's fade it out.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming by, man. It's an awesome time.
Oh, you muted and he dropped off.
He's gone. He dipped out. He faded out real quick. All right. He's like, I gotta pee, dude. All right, Vince. No, you kept your level head tonight. That was good. It was good.
Yeah, I mean, we match
You
energy.
matched energy.
Yeah.
Whoa, bro.
We matched each
right.
other. Dualistic.
Dualistic. Check out the Dualistic podcast. Go check out phoneboothpodcast.substack.com. There's way more stuff there. All of this 1080p, no commercials, higher sound quality. Go check it out.
And also, watch for the after party coming up in a few minutes.
Yeah. Good job, man. Good night, everybody.
You either grow or die, and I'll choose grow every time. Every time.
At least 4 billion useless eaters will be eliminated by the year 2050.
Whenever a truth is heard, there's no going back. You are the main character in the video game of life.
I personally don't believe anything they say, right down to the God they claim we worship.
Life is too short to not make understanding the truth a
Here's
priority.
the thing about the music business. It's a cruel and shallow money trench, a long plastic hallway where thieves and pimps run free and good men die like dogs. Also, there's a negative side.
It's all dualistic.
You could stack up all their math books, all their science books, and even put all their degrees stacked up on top of that, and you still wouldn't be high enough to see the curvature.
No two people should ever agree completely on everything. If that happens, one of them isn't thinking for themselves.
We're just regular people who know we're being lied to. We're tired of it.
The bottom line is, there's only one choice left, and that's to dismantle this whole thing from the top down.
What is going on, people? We are live now. That was a great episode, especially it would have been better if that Ted dude would have shut up and just let them talk, but you know how it goes sometimes.
No, I think that was good.
That's
It was good. What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing?
Good.
Fantastic. That was a great episode.
Snoop's apparently doing great. He just disappeared.
Eeyore. Oh, man, I hate when that happens. This
his
little
job's out.
bug. Yes.
Oh,
this
the
little,
thing stays on. The freaking bug.
Yeah, it's a buggy thing, man.
It's freaking buggy. Yeah, if Stoops is around, he might jump up. But yeah, that was a fun conversation. Especially, mostly for me, I got to sit back most of the time in the beginning.
Yeah, but express yourself. Express yourself.
About what? It was great. I mean, I was hoping you guys like threw fists and shit, but you didn't, so it was cool. No, it was a great conversation. Those are the best to me, when people just disagree but don't get pissed about it. It's better that way.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be. I'll go.
It was interesting to me, Vince, how by the end of the conversation, you're like, well, I'm 51% sure that Trump is good.
What did I say before?
Well, it's you. I mean, you've been such a fanboy, so it's interesting for me to hear you say, just 51% confident that he's good.
Well, you know why? It's probably
Seems like
changed.
an interesting development.
You know why? Because probably with these AI things, the AI, being more free to do whatever it wants, and the Palantir thing and this and that, of course, that does budge the percentage a little bit.
I think Socrates had an effect on you.
Yeah.
It moved your needle a little bit,
I became Socrates, yeah.
Does the needle does it flip flop from 51% pro to 51% suspicious or con based on what he said about small hat land today? That's pretty...
What did he say? What did he say about small hats?
I shared it in our WhatsApp there. Basically, he said any disaster relief, any federal disaster relief, will be withheld from any states or cities that boycott any Israeli company.
The I country.
Exactly. Small hat company. Like, that is wild. We're talking about disaster, to help disaster victims in our country. He's saying if your state has boycotted any company that comes from that country, you can boycott somebody here. You could boycott.
Is this for real? Are we 100% sure that this is real?
Dude,
I know.
Yeah.
And now you said it without cold
Snoop.
words.
I posted about this like 2 weeks ago.
Loud as fuck, bro.
I'm sorry. That must be my new headset.
Is that your new headset? I knew it. I'm turning you down a little bit. Keep talking.
But no, I posted about that like 2 weeks ago. They said that they were not going to give aid to people unless they supported an I country cause,
Honestly, unless you're posting about shit, I don't really pay attention to it. So I'm
well,
that's
that. I mean, that's sweet. I mean, but no, and you know what's fucked up is like when it got fact checked, but they said that it wasn't from a case a couple weeks ago. It was a couple years ago when they had the hurricane, when that hurricane hit Houston. They were saying that you couldn't get aid unless you supported.
But a couple years ago, Trump wasn't in.
Right. It has nothing to do with Trump.
This is from Reuters.com. Washington, August 4th. That's today. U.S. states and cities that boycott I-country companies will be denied federal aid for natural disaster preparedness, the Trump administration has announced, tying routine federal funding to its political stance. That is a scandal.
Scandal.
I don't think
like I said, it's been happening though. So you can't just put it on Trump. It's.
But that's his administration today just announced that. That's wild.
It is wild.
That's treason. Because nobody cares if you boycott an American company. He wouldn't care. But God forbid you boycott.
But see, Jonah, this is again a weird thing, right? You, if anybody knows that they run shit, right?
you got your J card, right?
You're talking about This guy who's supposed to deliver us from the deep state.
No, just no, don't go there.
Okay,
Just they run shit, right?
Yeah.
I mean, do you believe that or not?
100%.
So if
they run him too, clearly.
But if they do run everything,
I don't think they run everything. I think they're the face we see that runs everything. But
yeah,
I think there's people above them for sure. But yes,
right. They're the makeshift bad guy.
But on the surface, it looks like they run shit. So if that's the case, then is this really surprising that maybe Trump has to do this for some other reason? Or, you know how I always said this?
I thought the Patriots were in control, bro.
Maybe they aren't. I'm just saying. Maybe I don't trust the plan anymore. I'm just saying. No.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm just kidding, man. Take it easy. I still got hope. I still got hope, man. My bag is full of white hope.
Instead of 51.
So is Jonas.
Listen, what if it's also to keep exposing the hat country? Like, listen, look, Americans, this is how far it goes now with these guys who runs every. Hold on. This is how far it goes now. And if you do anything against these motherfuckers, we don't give a fuck if a disaster happens. We're not going to help you because that's how much influence these hat people has. Look at this. Look. We won't even help our own people now because of these people. Look at them. Look, maybe that's a way to expose them. I don't know.
But it's not the first time. Again, this has happened before. Why is it?
What do you mean it's not the first time?
They did it.
Just told you it was.
Yeah, but in what way?
Biden.
I'm gonna pull up the article. But they did this when there was a hurricane.
Hey, don't share it here, though.
Vince, can you send Stoops the link because I'm trying to send it to him?
But don't share it.
Just keep sending, and then I get it.
I'll send it to him. But I'm saying don't put on share screen here.
Oh,
he's gonna be happy. Okay. Stoops is going to be happy to hear that Vince is now anti-Trump.
I'm not anti-Trump.
Vince, I was real surprised. I found myself agreeing with you at times during that episode today.
With what?
Yeah,
with that your pure shit.
Well, that part I agreed with too. But no, like when you were defending Trump with the grab your pussy stuff, I agreed with you. That was locker room talk that was caught off mic, and the wording that he used was like you can grab them by the pussy. He didn't say you can grab them by the pussy.
It's like you can grab them by the pussy.
It's like you can. So he
used any man who says he has a problem with that, unless he's in front of his wife, is lying. And not saying that you condone it, but like it doesn't really bother you. Like you've known dudes like that your whole life. It's not like Trump's the only dude to ever say anything like that.
That's ridiculous, right?
Also, that thing wasn't even a thing until he was like running for office.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like they kept that in the wraps until
like if they really want to attack him for the underage girls in the Miss America shit that he was always saying were so sexy. I mean, there's meat there if you want to grab something, but shit like that is stupid.
I see what you did there.
Exactly. Well, and the truth is, a much larger percentage than I think most would be ready to admit, women would excite them to be grabbed by a man of high net worth and high status. It's much higher percentage of women than you would think.
Oh, with a high status
I'm not
guy.
Saying it's
okay, that's a little better. Yeah. I mean,
I'm not saying that like anybody can go around grabbing.
I mean,
I'm saying,
basically,
let
me sum it up. Women will let a dude treat them like absolute shit if he has money. That's it.
Or confidence.
That encompasses it all. Well, I mean that too, but right now we're talking about
money.
He's fucking
look
rich.
Look at Allie in the comments like, nope.
No, Allie, I didn't say most women would. I didn't say many or all women would. I said it's a higher percentage than most would think.
No, the whores would. The top whores.
There's a higher percentage of even good girls who would allow for something from some people than others.
Well, you know what that reminds me of?
I've been shocked by people that I know that would be okay with that. I found out.
You remind me of this example.
Jonah,
you remind me of this example of club girls. let's say there are a bunch of hot club girls, right?
I know that.
And and depending on which man is approaching the hot club girl, and if it's the wrong man and he starts to close dance with her and maybe try to touch her some way somehow, she'd be like, get off, freak, get off, freak. But if it's Fabio with an open, his chest,
I thought get off, freak was like
this
a P.
doesn't
Diddy calling.
translate to America. When
The
you
Fabio
say
thing.
Fabio, it's like a joke to us. Like he was like a fucking I can't believe it's not butter guy. Like it was real bad. So it makes it seem like you're talking shit on it when he's
Okay.
like a fucking joke.
a hunk, somebody they're actually interested in.
Yeah.
If they go and do exact same thing that the other creep did, that will be allowed. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like if the right man does the same things that the other guy did. So
it's not always money or status either.
Both Snoop and I have lived in Vegas, and we have seen it every day living there, because you see the oldest, ugliest dudes with the hottest, well,
they got the most money.
They're not
too.
hot to me, but the hottest status women. I'm not into
Yes,
fake shit, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
To me, a girl with no makeup on and fucking first thing in the morning is way hotter than blown up tits and tons of makeup.
Yeah, wearing my sweatshirt, or my college shirt. Heck yeah.
Vince, how is it possible that you have the internet, but all your references are like from the 1800s? Like Fabio?
Listen here, Pilgrim.
I am
check out Fabio.
I am. Guess what? Dualistic.
Hey, dude, have you seen the new Steven Seagal movie?
Yes. Which one?
Yeah, you probably believe there's a new one.
I believe it's pronounced Seagull, bro. Okay.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
He's a fucking seagull. Yeah. So I have 1 foot in the past and 1 foot in the future.
Sort of.
No, I mean, okay, it's stuff like I do too, but mine are from the 80s. His are just like from the 50s, because they're back in Estonia. They're back a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't.
They're still catching up. It's endearing.
I don't follow much from the 2000s up here to here.
Hey, we all like Seinfeld though, so that's
Seinfeld, and that's the 90s, right?
No, that was just last week.
Can you sing? Can you sing the theme?
There's no words.
There is no words. It's a funky bass line.
Yeah.
Listen, nobody asked you to sing it.
Yeah. He's trying to beat our other horrible 5 minutes of content with making
should
it
we
worse.
do it again?
No, we should not ever. Only on special occasions. I lose. Oh no, I lose. Okay.
Okay, who want to read the chat a little bit, and then we can go back and discuss.
I think Jonah should read the chat this time
go.
and pop them up on the screen as you read them.
Pop it. Pop it like it's hot.
All right.
Pop it like it's hot.
All right, let's see. How far back we go? Let's see.
While he's
Haywood
looking,
says, "What's up,
hold
fellas?"
Hold on.
Yeah.
I gotta plug this real quick. The first hour is gonna be here. The second hour, you have to go to the phoneboothpodcast.substack.com, and the link will be there. It's free. Just click it, and you'll get the link to the Rumble, and this will still be going the second hour. So don't forget to do that. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. You got 4 podcasts there. Well, 3.5 right now till Jonah's is up. And yeah, so it's all free. Well, most of it. There's some stuff behind the paywall, but don't worry about that. Just go there and see, and then you'll know. Anyway,
seeing is believing.
And believing is seeing.
All right. Haywood says, "What's up, fellas? 4 of my favorite people, 4 horsemen. Hashtag
4
for
horsemen
life."
Jump on me.
How about that guy
Training.
spelled his own name wrong on the cast on Saturday? Did you know? You guys didn't even.
I
notice
didn't
it,
even
probably.
notice.
He
but I
spelled
like
his
it.
own name wrong.
How did it spell?
Volunteer.
How did it spell?
So I think these were read out.
Yeah.
Allie's, these
Nope.
were read out.
Nope. Also, nope.
And then she said, "Girls that have low self-worth." I will 100% agree.
Yeah. When we were talking about the
Pure
Listen, I'll
gold.
swap with Snoop for a while. He's been covered for a
I know
while.
he's
man.
always blocked.
Yeah, I want to cover my nose.
We need a mod for Sundays. because
We're
we
gonna need a
always
bigger
forget
comment
to-
box.
Oh, is that when you do your thing Sundays? Is that what she's
Cover what?
What's that? That's it. We're all caught up.
Yeah, but I was talking about her. We need a mod for Sundays because we always forget to check. Did I miss
Yeah,
something?
me and Ali, we did a stream yesterday, and we were catastrophic with the.
That's what I just asked, and you're all like,
Yeah,
"Ooh,
catastrophic.
Yeah, I was talking to Snoop about my nose being covered by the comment.
Yeah, and I said we're gonna need a bigger comment box.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Well, we can arrange that. No
Oh,
problem.
what? Because you forget to do it?
Which
Yeah,
one?
we forget too. We were looking for somebody to do that same thing for us on the live streams on Saturday. It seems like no one wants to give up 5 or 6 hours of their Saturday night just to click boxes. I mean,
I think Haywood.
so weird.
Haywood will do it now that he got his shit working. He's in.
But Ali, I see. That's a great thing right there. But we see that here's the thing. Okay,
there you go. Promote it tomorrow. Tomorrow's the big episode reveal. First episode tomorrow, baby, August 5th. Check out the phone booth, boys, on the Here's the Thing podcast.
Man? Ted, what happened to him? I don't know what the fuck happened to him. Aliens took
about?
He's doing better today. He's doing better today.
I mean, it's like somebody Men in Black.
Are you bringing up old shit again?
Why you bringing up old shit, dog? No, some people, some people just have a bad time. Just he's on his way back up. He's doing okay.
All right. So plug it again.
He's not quite Eeyore.
If you guys come on August 5th, it would be nice if you just
tomorrow the fucking Here's the Thing podcast premieres his first episode. We're all gonna be there kicking it, talking shit. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be different than the rest of his episodes, but because it's all us, we can't help but to fucking take over.
You know what?
It's
a totally different episode, and you know what? We're all gonna get to know one another on the episode. So
I totally fucking dox myself, by the way.
It's a lot of fun.
All right.
Oh yeah, it's a beauty.
Hey, for those that don't know, Ted grew up on A1A Avenue.
Beachfront Avenue.
Well, hold on, I just want to say to Ali, even if we wanted to have a mod, we can't have we can only have like one mod in general for us all. Do you know what I mean? Like,
do you need your own?
I can only afford one fucking person.
No, well, we don't only have only one room for.
Why keep pointing at Freddy, dude? Like, what the fuck?
I'm saying
he's trying to touch him.
I'm saying we would need a mod that is like all encompassing because we don't have we don't have 50 slots for a mod because
I know, but she was saying if somebody could just do it on Sundays, I get it. But
yeah, but they still have to. Yeah,
I can't afford one yet, bro. I can't afford one yet. All right.
Haywood says with football near, all he does is research on Saturdays so he can help.
Boom.
Jablomi.
Boom.
Well, okay, but Jablomi's technology skill.
You gotta call it Jablomi already?
Technology.
Technology.
He got this, Vince. He's got it.
Okay, I don't know.
I have faith in him.
I do too. Now that he showed up on the live stream on Saturday, I have total faith in him now.
I mean, even though he was like fucking max headroom, still,
I didn't even have to help him on Saturday. Did you notice that? Like, I didn't even have to help him. It was beautiful.
Is he a fast learner?
I wouldn't call the motherfucker fast, but you know,
he learns.
He's
a learner. He can learn some shit. Though.
He learned good.
Listen, I got on him about it in the fucking comments today. Everyone in this world is out to get you. Don't be out to fucking get yourself too. Don't say I suck. I'm illiterate.
Yeah.
Once you roll with us, your attacks are gonna go through the fucking roof. Be able to take it.
Here's the Thing podcast starts on August 5th. That's tomorrow. If you can tune in, check it out. You know,
it's gonna be a banger.
If you
a
can't make it,
freaking wicked banger.
If you can't make it, it'll be recorded. But you know, just try to be there.
When are you putting it out? Where?
It's half American time, Ted.
Talking Snoop's voice.
Hat
and
time.
You stop that too. Fucking hat time. Everyone's like, oh, I would watch this, but this dude's retarded. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I'll stop with the hat.
That'd be 6 p.m. Eastern time.
I have stopped. With
Where at?
On the internet.
Oh, great, bro. Just go in and type the internet. What up, Awaken? You hoser. You freaking hoser. Did you guys see? All right. He was in an antique store today, and he found a Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey new old stock hat. It's pristine. And he bought it for me.
You said
he's
a hat?
mailing it to me.
No, that's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. I mean, it hurt me a little that we were in an antique store, but you know, I'll take what I can get.
It's the New Age Spencers. Just relax.
Yeah. Nah, it'll be good. It's fucking awesome. It looks good. Thank you, man. I really, really appreciate it. All right, where were we? What were we doing? Oh, Haywood. Yeah, quit being a fag. All right, let's move on. So I want to hear more of I'm hoping Stoops jumped in because I heard some shit like, you know, I could have destroyed him more, but I was being nice. I'd like to hear some more of that. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. I should have never said that to Vince. I should have never
You
said
just opened up a can of demons.
Well,
a can of worms.
It'll be fun when he gets. So there was just three notes of points I wanted to comment on that were really great. I can wait for him though if he's coming. All right,
let's keep it rolling. I mean, he's probably coming, but let's just keep it rolling.
So one of the things, you know, how in the past we've talked about how aliens are actually demons, and there's that whole connection, right?
Absolutely.
If you don't want to use the word demon because you're not religious, I get it. Call them.
They're bad juju.
They're from a different dimension,
beings.
Right? Yeah. Well, if you actually think about the only ones, because demons can manipulate matter, they can move things around, so it makes perfect sense for them to be able to impose a very precise, complex pattern simultaneously in a cornfield.
You're talking about
the crop circles. Yeah.
Crop circles.
So
okay.
what? Oh, I didn't say that. Sorry.
No, you didn't. I was like, thought you were going on Trump. I'm like, what? All right, fallen angels. Trump.
So it's really interesting actually, because when I was first exposed to crop circles, I was in Rome at the time, and I remember watching the evening news. But during the time, I was doing a paper on the New Age and the occult symbolism and the occult connection to the New Age. And so I was doing all this research, and I was seeing all these symbols, all these patterns, all these numerical all that stuff, right? So, so what they would do, so when I saw crop circles on the Italian TV, it was exactly some of the same symbols and patterns that I had been just researching in the New Age, and both are demonic in their roots, and so it makes perfect sense that it just goes to reinforce that the thesis that aliens are in fact just demons pretending to be something they're not.
Yeah, I think it's a combo. I think there are real times when people were abducted and weird shit happened, and those were the demons. And maybe possibly the government sometimes just doing it to fool people. But sure. I also believe that a lot of the things people see are government, whether it's just testing or whether it's to perpetuate the UFO narrative or UAP. I'm sorry, that's what we're calling them now, right? Can't call them UFOs anymore. They're unidentified aerial phenomenon.
That's like that Valiant Thor shit. You know, they said that the aliens came down and started trying to make hybrids with humans. You know, they would take the alien DNA and the human DNA and try to
that's the
make a hybrid
shit.
Yeah. So I thought that was an interesting comment that you guys would find interesting.
You thought so, huh? No, I did actually. Yeah. I completely agree with you. I'm just fucking with you. I don't get to fuck with a lot of people, and I know you can handle it, so I'm gonna fuck with you a little bit.
It's true. Me too, Allie. Same here.
I mean, I believe that there's some on both sides. My personal opinion that not all what we would call demons are bad. I know a lot of people that fully believe in religion will fucking rip me up for that, but like
El Poopy's a demon. He's a good one.
Just like there's always someone bad in every bunch of good people, then the dualistic look at that is there has to be at least some good amongst the bad.
I was waiting for that word to come out.
That's exactly what I think. That's the demons and angels are the same kind of thing. They're both.
Yeah.
So that's what you're talking about. There are some angels and some demons. Right?
How can they be the same?
Yeah, but I also think that maybe some demons aspire to be angels and maybe cross over. And I also think that maybe there's some angels that tiptoe and shit they shouldn't. And stuff like that happens. I have no
Jonah,
proof of
stop
any of this,
resisting the
obviously,
dualism,
but-
man. You can't escape it. It's
No,
gonna
angels
get
and
you.
demons are dualistic. So
Yeah.
on that level, it's just not at the top dualistic.
Wasn't
On
that
the
a
bottom,
Tom
everything
Hanks
else we
movie?
see.
And then you did a triangle. See, fucking Mossad. He references a Tom Hanks movie and then covers one eye. Oh my god!
He just did that naturally too. Did you see that?
How dare you?
Damn, dude.
No, guys,
I gotta
okay.
go, dude.
All right?
Here's the
Everything's
thing,
okay.
podcast, August
Just
5th,
relax.
check it out.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Oh god, that's good. That's good. It'll get ripped apart, but I love it.
Well, so here's the interesting thing. Like this is old.
Hold on. What do we do with that situation? Here's the interesting thing.
Here's the interesting thing about
I think
that.
that's-
Check out the Here's
I
the
think
Thing
that's
podcast.
10 lashings for Jonah. That's what I think.
Yeah.
For
Way to
breaking
do it,
up
Jonah.
the name.
Did you do that on
Ruining-
purpose? Did you
No.
do that
Did
on
do it on
purpose?
purpose.
Here's the thing is such a great name.
Yeah, it
because
is.
I never realized how many times I said it until this motherfucker told me
He
the name
said
of his
it.
podcast. And then every day, even when I'm not talking to him, I'm like, fuck, I just said it again, man.
Dude, it's great.
Great,
Like I never even thought that was gonna be the name of the podcast either. Like it just came to me one day. I'm like, fuck it, that's a good name.
He could end up being the top
Yeah.
podcast in the world because of that idea. Like marketing.
Do me a
wise.
favor, Snoop, and never lie to me on a live stream ever again.
Why would I do that?
It just came to me one day. You're a liar.
Sure. Well, it was because it was my dualistic dream I was having one night, right? You know,
Did you have two dreams in
I
one?
smoked a little bit too much, if you know what I'm saying. And no, dude, I just I don't know. Like you guys were giving me shit. Like I wanted to call it Poop Shoot, and you guys were like, "No, that's the asshole podcast."
We were
You know?
looking out for you because every single website has algorithms that are not gonna push that, man. But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Dude, hey, speaking of
and I'm
pushing
not saying
algorithms,
phone booth is a great name. It is what it is, bro. But
the first episode got banned in every country on YouTube, so we're pushing the limits. We're doing good already.
Which
You
episode?
know?
Push
The
it to
the one I did
limit.
with Templar, the sneak peek episode is already banned in every country.
Did you put that on YouTube?
Yes, he's such a
my
noob.
God.
I love it.
Oh my god.
He's
Yeah,
just
it-
gonna trash his YouTube though. It's fine. I
Hey,
mean,
but listen,
if you
I got
know
50,
you're gonna
I got
trash
50
it,
followers now, so
Really?
we're coming in tight, you know.
That's good.
that's. I mean, the fact that you're getting censored and your followers are still growing. Oh yes, thank you, Ali. I love it. Thank you. Compliments of Ali Angel.
Ah, it's the
There we
Ali
go.
shirt. A flat
I
Coca-Cola.
think if you watched 90% of the podcast episodes, I'm wearing one of your shirts. Literally,
Yeah,
I would
it's
really.
true.
I honestly think so.
Dude, even Haywood
Sure.
wore one on Saturday's stream.
Ali's
Oh,
gonna
did he?
turn
I didn't
out.
notice, or did I? I don't remember.
Yeah,
He's gonna
he-
turn that into
yeah.
a clothing
I
company.
even said it. Yeah, I'm bad. No. Well, she stopped for a while, and she'll bring it back. And for those who don't know, she's going to be helping us out as soon as I can get it going. So it's going to be awesome.
Is
So
she gonna be the
freaking
new comment
awesome.
girl?
Haywood says, early in life, not knowing facts, I thought aliens with all my UFO experiences near Luke, AFB, Air Force Base. And then followed up and said, but later in life, I think it's more government or secrets agency instead of aliens.
Well,
I mean, that
will
has to be what
say-
it is, right? That has to be what it is.
Well, it's definitely not beings from another planet. That
Hold on,
we
right.
know it's not.
Correct.
Snoop says no. Stoops says on Twitter just now, 30 seconds or something ago. He's like, I 100% said that, and then a cat emoji. Said what? The thing you said that he said. What did
the
he
thing
say?
that he said.
What? Which thing?
I don't know. He just said, I 100% said that. That's what
I don't know.
Said.
He said he'll be here soon. I sent him the thing. He's on a no. I
What?
don't wanna
Hey, Stoop,
blow
why
up
are
his
you
spot.
just not jumping in and saying
Well,
that?
he has a reason. He's
Uh-huh.
doing something that he can't jump in right now, but he's clearly still commenting, and he's gonna
Uh-huh.
jump in.
Okay.
I just didn't
Well-
want to blow up his spot and say what he's doing. It's not my place to say something.
No,
that he
right.
I don't want to
texted
know
me
what he's
with,
doing.
so-
But now that you say he's doing something, okay.
Yeah, now that you say it, it's okay, you know. So where the fuck were we? I was gonna say something about what we were talking
ta-
about. Now I
we're-
got derailed.
Well, I think we were talking about demons and angels and beings from
Oh,
other
so what?
dimensions and-
Haywood's comments, like, dude, I totally believed in aliens before. I even told on this podcast before crazy alien abduction, not abduction, but like a weird fucking thing with me with aliens on a couple of them. So just because you believed in aliens before, don't think that's crazy, because that's one of the first steps to being open-minded, is because everyone who was told they had an alien encounter was told they were crazy. So the fact that you even believed in them while the mainstream is saying that they're fake, that's a stepping stone into where we are now. Like, you have to be able to look at shit and go, okay, something's wrong here that they're not telling us. And that's how you get to fully, well, I don't think any of us are fully awake yet, but you know what I mean.
Do you think that those like what people would call aliens, do you think they're like time travelers or something, like something different?
I think they're either interdimensional beings or government agents in costumes, honestly.
Okay, I can see that. I have another question I've been wanting to ask that pertains to like flat Earth. Like, so if like if the sun and the moon are both like local, where like let's say it's a firmament or whatever, and they're both local sources going around or whatever, then why can't we land on the moon if it's local?
Because it's not a solid object.
Okay.
It's
So,
like, why can't I land on a shadow, or why can't I land on a hologram, or why can't I land on a laser beam, or why? It's not a solid thing that you can land on.
Yeah.
It's my best guess is, honestly, I don't know, man. The moon map shit is very convincing. I can't say it's 100% right, but it's definitely interesting, and shit definitely lines up. I don't care what people, oh, if you manipulate shit in any way you want, of course it'll line up. Yeah, and I can make your face look like an asshole, and I'm going to do it next time you say that. But
Do you look at Snoop when you do that? Like when you
No, he doesn't look like an asshole. He comes out. He's fleeing the asshole. He's
I used to
fleeing.
say he's a big asshole.
It's, you know what? This is hurtful, you guys. And you
Okay,
know
I
what?
take
You're
it
not going to
back.
see this type of stuff on the Here's the Thing podcast coming
I'm
out
sorry to hear
tomorrow,
that.
August 5th. You know, we don't attack our guests.
What are
you
we
know,
going to see? Who's on tomorrow? Oh, wait, it's us. Who's on episode number 2?
Dude, you know what? Can Vince? Can I share my screen? Can I play a clip?
Well, the
real quick?
problem. Hold on. The problem with
30-second
that.
clip?
Hold on.
It involves tomorrow's guest.
Okay, but then if we do that, the shared screen has to be on here, because if we go back and forth between the scenes, then that motherfucking clock resets to 1 hour again.
Okay, so you don't want me to share it?
No, I'm
just pop it on here. Pop it on here.
Yeah, but then it's gonna stay here forever.
Okay. Well, that's fine, right?
Oh, you can't change scenes and come back?
But because
like
the clock,
in studio mode?
Yeah,
I know.
It doesn't matter. The clock, once we come back again, resets.
We got to figure that out.
Because that's a video.
No good.
That's a
So
video.
can I share the video?
Well, we can manually.
Wolfenstein reposted the stream.
Right on.
Thank you.
Wolfenstein.
Asning.
What?
Asning King.
Asning King.
Snoop,
save that for when people are on.
Or he can just
the after party. I'll wait till the after party.
We'll wait till the after party. Wait till the after party.
That's the after party.
The after party. Yeah, I know. I got a funny video because my guest bailed on me yesterday. This prick.
What? Is that what you're gonna play now?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you why.
Okay, share the screen, right?
Well, no, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it in the after party.
We can't just cut it off. We can't like. All right, let's not talk about it right now. I don't want to.
I mean, we could manually fix the timer to get.
No. Just let it go. We'll play it on the after party.
Okay. Yeah, we'll play it on the after party.
After.
So go to the phone booth podcast.substack.com and check out the after party.
Hold on. So can you briefly tell? Are you saying you were supposed to have a guest?
Yeah, I was supposed to record yesterday with El Poopy, and he
bailed on you
again.
Yeah. So no.
Can I say something? El Poopy, what the fuck's wrong with you, man?
Tell him.
Like how? Listen, I'm just saying.
Haywood showed up on a Saturday night and jumped in a live stream with thousands of views for the first time ever.
How you gonna let Haywood come on before you, dude?
Hold on, I just want to say this. I don't know El Poopy, but from the little interaction on the stream, the other stream, I have zero faith in that man's word. Okay, and I don't even know the guy. Okay, that's not a good fucking
Well,
sign.
I mean, that may contribute to you having zero faith in his word.
No,
that
but
you
what I
don't know
mean
him.
is, I don't have faith in you. What was his name? El Poopy. I don't have faith in you, man.
And you know what? You gotta have faith.
Gotta have faith. The faith.
Dude,
Hey,
you know
you know
what?
what?
I'm just gonna say this, even though it may be controversial. George Michael and Freddie Mercury sound a lot alike. They sound.
You know who
gonna
looks a little bit
fucking
like
put
George
some
Michael?
shit they do back to back, Vince. I'm gonna put some shit back to back, and I'm gonna fucking.
Is it because of his performance of the "Somebody to Love" at the Freddie Mercury tribute?
No,
Is that...
I've never seen that in my life. I swear to God.
Okay,
I've never
then...
seen that. I didn't even know he did that.
Okay, so I don't know what the fuck.
So
you're
it
doing
won't
then.
be from that. I'll
Okay.
show you. I'll show you. It's no disrespect. I think they're both great singers, and I think George Michael was wiped out for a reason and all that, like everybody else. But
I didn't know
anyway,
it was wiped out.
Don't forget to repost the stream.
Dude, I love that the comment covers your nose, Vince.
I know. I took a bullet for you.
We won't even know how many fags he smokes today because it'll be covered half the time.
Maybe that's why I want to be
smoking or
covered.
not.
It's another one. Listen to our episode, and I should fucking have the number handy. But the one I told you about, the dude stealing the Matrix, just type in "stealing the Matrix." He's the dude who talks about how George Michael he had a copy of the Matrix, the original script, because one of his songs was supposed to be the main song. Then he died. Then 3 weeks later is when Universal filed the lawsuit against this dude. Once the only person who had original copy of the script was taken out.
Right,
but
I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying.
Okay.
That's the same dude we were looking up, right? When we were talking about, because you had a guest on, Vince, right?
Yeah, I had the black
what's her name?
woman, Sophia Stewart.
He had the black woman, and I had the white man. So let's see who was right.
Dualistic.
Black and white.
Haywood's keeping track. We're at 4 fags with
I love
it. Really?
Hey, we've been at 4 fags since the stream started. Look.
Damn.
Are we gonna call ourselves the 4 fags?
No, never, ever, bro.
It's FF dualistic 4 fags.
He makes anything.
Okay, so another interesting thing I wanted to share that was mentioned on the stream. It was just mentioned briefly about Bigfoot. I was actually sitting at brunch on Saturday with a couple
Bigfoot
guys.
No,
no. So I'm like in Appalachia, in like deep South Appalachia, right? And so I'm sitting down, and I'm sitting with these hunters, and these guys are talking. One of the guy I was with mentioned something about Bigfoot, and he's like, "Oh, I'm convinced." And I jokingly said, "Nah, to me, I don't buy into any of that conspiracy stuff. The only one I think it holds any water is flat Earth." So many plays on words.
God,
so many.
I like it.
And so everybody laughed, thinking I was joking.
That's a fun one.
And then the guys, these 2 hunters, they're like, "No, man." He's like, "I could show you recordings." He's like, "But he's like, we've been out multiple times, and we've heard once. It was even on our property because we've got like 42 acres." But it's bipedal. It's huge. You can't see it. It'll approach at night, and it has this large, like this deep growling scream. That's just, it's not human. It's not animal that we know of. And like, they're everybody I've talked to here is just absolutely convinced.
Maybe it's the missing link, bro. They finally
I've heard some
found
crazy sounds before like that. Like just out of nowhere, you hear these. Well, I mean, that's crazy in itself, but like. But no, like I was driving down the street and I heard these crazy howling, screaming sounds like you were just describing. And I thought I was tripping, right? And like then it happened like 2, 3, 4 times. And I'm like, what the fuck? What is that? You know? Like and then go ahead, Vince.
No, continue.
No, like it was like these screaming sounds, like then Michael Moore released a movie around that same time, and Like there was like some talk about the sounds being from that movie, but this was different, dude. Like I mean, I like my neighbors had like a bunch of property, and like they had it was like a ranch style house, you know, and like you would just hear these noises like that, like and that's what, like, I didn't trip at first. I was like, oh, that's just like a ranch sound. But then when I heard it like the second or third time, I was like, that's not a normal fucking sound, you know, like it's a
Yeah.
crazy something different, you know.
Something different.
What do you? Okay, well, what do you guys think of? Ali had this theory that what if there are two types of people? One type of people that sees the world, literally sees a curve, and sees literally when they fly.
My friend literally told me that
Oh.
he saw the curve from a fucking a ship, like a boat.
So what if she's
I was like,
she's like, what if they actually do see a curve, and
They do.
you and you see a flatness? So you're like, dude, it is flat. They're like, fuck, are you insane? I see the curve.
It's a
And you're like,
possibility,
no,
right?
are you insane? I see the flatness. Do you know what I mean? But both exist in the same.
But
I believe that does exist for sure.
I used to. Well, I can't say there was never a firm moment, but like I used to
A
fall in the
firmament?
category
What'd you
of
say?
someone who a
Firmament.
firmament, where I could say I saw the curve. I may have said that in my life, but I was someone who believed you could see it from a plane. And if you believe you can see it from a plane, and you're looking out a plane window,
Until you try to
especially
look
through a
from it.
curved plane window, you're gonna see
Ocular
it.
nocebo.
Yeah.
Whoa, bro.
Whoa.
It's
a
fucking
big
up
word.
your eyes. You seeing shit that ain't there.
Right.
Translation.
Vince, Ali's saying tell the cloud example from your stream.
The cloud example. Let me reload that in my head. So I think it was like this. Ali saw some weird lines or shit in the
Yes.
clouds. Oh, you heard this too?
I mean, I don't know if I've heard her story, but I've seen those. And yes, actually, I have heard her story. But yeah, go ahead. It was like a long time ago. So
Okay, so she said she was with a good friend or something, and she saw, I don't know if it was on a picture or in actual reality. I don't remember that detail.
she'll tell us in the comments.
Okay. So she saw lines in the cloud, and her friend saw like fuzziness, like it was, I think it was fuzziness or smoothness or something. Her friend did not see the lines, but she did, and that's when she thought that maybe she came to think about the idea that maybe they're seeing different fucking things.
Could be.
Both of them are seeing. I think I butchered that thing. I don't know.
Well, she said in person, and I ended up taking a pic and having her tell me what she saw.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. She took a picture, and then she saw the lines, and she didn't. I said to her, it could have been like, it could have became a bad thing, like if her friend sees the fuzziness for real, and then Alice tells her, "Can't you see the lines?" And she's like, "No, man, it's all fucking fuzzy. You must be mad, coconut." You know,
I think fluffy is the word you're looking for.
Fluffy.
That's fluffy.
Yeah, and then Ali could say, "Man, she doesn't see the lines. She's coconuts." You know, and they both go off and think each other is coconuts. You know, both these coconuts.
So I mentioned this many times, and I honestly, I don't know. Oh, we're at 1717 views, by the way.
Wait until they go to 1718, like it did last time when I said
1718.
There you go. I never believe it was 1717. It might have been 1716 and then jumped to 1718. Anyways,
you're a liar.
You said that in the other stream when I said 1717. You're like, no, it was 1716 and then it jumped to 1718. Anyways, I'll go. You said before that, you said something about this cloud situation and the dualistic.
So yeah, it's something that I honestly want to know. Like, describe the color green to me.
Yeah.
What if what I see is green is different than what you see is green? How do you know? And how do you describe it? You say, well, it's a mixture of yellow and blue. Well, what if I see yellow and blue different? How do you describe a color to somebody? And how do you describe a taste without using other tastes as reference?
Well, so that's what's interesting, right? In philosophy, ancient philosophy, they start with sense knowledge, and when they start to define things, where there is such a thing as blueness. Now, if it looks optically the same to me or you, like my dad's colorblind, for example, right? So he sees things different colors, but so there is whatever, even if like it looks different, we all see the same things as blue, whatever blue means.
Yeah.
It's all the same. So even if our
I
perception is a
understand
little
that,
different,
but is it the
right?
same? Like, those are the things I want to know. Is it the same? And how do we find out if it is? Because we can't.
Yeah, it could be like you're seeing green as red and I'm seeing red as green, but it will still make sense for both of us.
Yeah, because you would both say these are different colors, and you guys are both like, yeah, and you're like, that's red and that's green. And growing up, you guys have all thought been told, yeah, that's red, that's green.
Yeah.
But there's something
How
in
would
the
you know?
thing that's transmitting that color, or that our eyes are perceiving that color. Like,
Well,
it's not
every color is a
immaterial.
derivative of red, blue, and green.
RGB.
Right?
Yeah, but and black and white, because those are the neutrals. But
Foundation.
we also only see less than 1% of the electromagnetic spectrum of light. So what we're seeing is like a fucking a shadow, or what we would see a color through sunglasses. Maybe what colors really look like.
Do you think
And I
if
know
we
I'm
all
getting
just
off the
smoke more
topic of my
weed, we
original.
could just all see the colors? Like if we just all smoked a little more weed, we could just see the colors, and life would
Bro,
be
who
beautiful.
smokes weed? That's
Did you
so
get
like 1990s, bro.
Did you get on the sativa?
I got a vape thing
Oh
here.
my god!
You know
we
what
got
this
a new
thing
vape
though?
story.
The fucking
Fuck.
vapes. Here we go with the vapes again.
Now we have to yell at Snoop for vaping.
I know. I'm just getting better, and now you're getting worse. What the
Well,
fuck?
you know why they gave this to me? Because they said it has shrooms in it, but it doesn't. I don't think it doesn't work.
Hold on,
It's
shrooms
fake.
in your lungs?
It's fake.
I should have. Yeah, the spores are going in. I should have mailed
that's
you
weird.
some shroom chocolate. By the way, your shit's on the way, and also Ominous's stuff is on the way. My wife sent it out yesterday, so
It's Haywood shit on the way, not mine.
Before we get too
Well,
far
there's
from it,
a couple
this
things in
was
there for you.
Oh,
I mean,
thank
this
you.
was-
one thing, but multiples of them.
I love multiples.
dualistic.
Funny, so does your mom. Anyway,
You would
before
know.
we get too far from it, Azanin Keen said Acts 23:8 is kind of neat. For the Sadducees say there is no resurrection, neither angel nor spirit, but the Pharisees confess both. And then they say, I think there's no such thing as humans, but call me crazy.
What is that? Like, what do you mean?
I think
Asmin,
it's-
can you make that simpler?
I feel like Jonah understood it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but-
think I think they were saying, correct me if I'm wrong, Asneen, but I think they were saying that like that you have two different extremes where they're saying, oh, there's no resurrection or angel or spirit on the one side. On the other side, they confess all of them, and she's like, well, I'm neither A nor B. I'm actually just I don't think there's any humans at all. I think we're in a completely different reality than all these things. I don't know.
Allie,
that
me
could
and you
be.
are 1000% in agreement on that, and I completely. I've said that many times. We are not. This is not us.
Yeah.
This is like when the remote control makes your fucking car move or something. Our being is zapping it down to this meat suit that is in this realm. At least that's what I believe.
Isn't there something truly us about this meat suit though? It's not like just like there's something us. It's not like when a relative dies, we still feel like showing respect for the remains because there's something of them still there. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a meat
also
suit.
you also felt sad when your girlfriend broke up with you at 15, but does that really matter to you now? Like, just because you're falling into emotions of this realm does not mean that they're real.
I'm not talking about emotions. I'm saying there's a sense of reverence for. I'm not talking about the sadness when the person's, but there's like it's like there's a reason why people have their ashes spread in a place that means something to them. There's something of them there. It's not just a meat suit
It
that could
be
be swapped
programming,
out, because
though.
then
I'm
you and
not
I could just
saying
swap meat suits and it wouldn't be any different, right?
I'm not saying it 100% is, but it could just be programming of living in this. Like that it matters to you because you've been told it matters and you've been convinced that this is what you are. But
Because haven't you heard some people say
it could
like
also be higher than that, because maybe the people whose frequencies are in your family's bodies are also the people who are really your family up there, and that's how it was lined up. I don't know.
Haven't you heard when somebody says like, when my mother died, I looked at the corpse and it didn't look like my mother anymore. I guess as
Oh
soon
yeah,
as
I mean, I can say that.
you can
Not
say
my
that,
mom, my
but you
dad.
can say
But
that happened.
oh yeah,
That
my
happened.
grandfather looked totally different. It looks like
They're
it
not
doesn't.
there.
Yeah, and I mean, you could chalk that up to the fucking people put ridiculous makeup on them and they do this and
Yeah.
that. But I also, so when my dad died, I saw him shortly after, before any of that was done. And he was in bad shape before he died, but even still, there was a difference. And my mom was there with him when he died, and she said, like, he immediately looked different. Immediately. Like, something changed that minute. So, I don't know. I mean, when I say meat suit, I use that term lightly because it's beyond anything we can possibly understand. I mean, just look at the fucking human eye. Like, oh, it's a meat suit. But fuck, man. Like, everything is so evolved to a ridiculous degree. So I guess meat suit is a little bad term, but I just mean
Is
this
it a
isn't all
costume?
of us. Because when you when you talk to yourself in your head, right? There's a dialogue, correct?
Right.
Who's the other person that you're talking to?
Well, no, and that's exactly right. I'm not saying by saying that the body matters. I'm not saying that. Obviously, you know my beliefs. There's definitely a soul. In fact, even the philosophers would say, and so I'm saying that I'm referencing Aristotle and those guys because it's not tied to a religion. Which, for people who don't subscribe to the same religious beliefs, I find that useful to find common ground.
I
right?
get it.
So there's a whole spectrum of creatures, going from the even like plants that only have a vegetative soul, animal souls, and then rational souls. And there's a spectrum, and there's something when the soul leaves the body, whether it's an animal, a plant, or a person, there's something different. So there was a soul there, but it's not just
21 grams.
arbitrary. It's not like a arbitrary shell that has no connection to the soul. That body belongs to that soul. That's the only reason why I make the distinction. It's not that we're just in a meat suit and it could be any like, hey, let's swap meat suits real fast.
Oh, no, I don't believe that.
Right?
I just feel like it's a fraction. It's like if you sent your toe to represent you, you know, like, yeah, that's a part of you, but you're so much more than that. And I believe this is a part of us. And yes, our personalities, our wittiness, our intelligence, all that may be the same in that, or I mean, I believe much higher, but on the same scale, I mean. But it doesn't mean that this is all we are. I think there's so much more than this, and I think they intentionally beat it out of us as kids. I think that baby talk is actually the language of heaven, and humans can't fucking understand it, and then we teach them to talk stupid. That's what I think, because babies know what they're saying. When they're talking to you and looking at, I mean, maybe not when they're newborns, but you know what I mean. Once they start, like, they know what they're saying. You just don't get it. And then they're like, all right, I have to learn this stupid human language. And then you grow up and you forget that. And you definitely have powers as a kid that you do not have when you're older because it's beat out of you. Think about your imagination when you were a kid. You could really see stuff. Some kids actually believe that there's another person there. I have friends who told me that their brothers used to call it flying, and they would astral project and they would see all these places and then go there later and it looked just like what they imagined. Like, all this shit, and then the world beats it out of you. They shoot you full of fucking mercury and all this bullshit with these vaccines, and then you lose it. we come into this world divine, and this world steals it from us, and we spend the rest of our adulthood trying to find our way back to it. That's what I think.
Dude, can I just want to say, like, what I think is really interesting, like you were saying, describing us as like meat suits, you know, like I had a cat, Vince, you'll like this part. I had a cat die in my arms one time, and like
And
I
I
could.
like that.
No, no, no. I'm just saying because you're a cat guy. I just thought you'd appreciate this. But like I felt him die in my arms. Like he left. Like you could feel his soul leave his body
And
as
the
I was
eyes
holding
too,
him.
right? The
Like
eyes.
it was really crazy. You know, like it's something like I don't even know how to really describe because like I could feel the weight in him change. Like he literally, like the weight changed.
My dog, we had to have someone come to our house and administer the stuff here because that's how he did it. And I was holding him, and they injected it, and he went,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
felt him get lighter at that moment. It was minute, but you could feel it 100%.
And Jonah's like, that's just because the air left, and that made it feel right.
Well, I mean, that's probably the
I'm
most
100%
accurate
on board.
description of it. You know,
Well,
that's
okay, hold
probably
on. Have you guys heard somebody say like this? Why do we say my hand, my elbow, my heart, my stomach, my chest, my ear,
'Cause
my
we're
mouth,
selfish.
hold on, my nose, my eyebrows, my toes, my dick, my thigh, my this, my skeleton, my liver, my everything, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we just, if we truly was the body, what would you say? My hand. You are the hand, aren't you? If you are truly the body.
I mean, if you're referring it to a certain part, it's kind of normal colloquial. It makes sense.
Yeah, but maybe
like,
there is something to it. That you are not really the body. It's just a fucking vehicle.
well, I mean, I think it's also important to recognize, like with Snoop, what you were just talking about, the cat, right? Like, there was a bond between you and that cat. You didn't just throw the cat in the kitchen bin and take it out into the dumpster.
No.
Like, how did you handle it? You buried it in the
like, yes, I
backyard.
did.
Why are there still hauntings and other things, paranormal things that go on in graveyards? Why?
Oh, we gotta
Because
have
it's,
an entire episode on that
Yeah.
one time because I don't know if I believe it's echoes or spirits because shit happens over and over again. Or
So-
spirits really hanging out, just repeating shit over and over. Dude, I don't know, but I know I've experienced stuff myself, so I know it's something. I just don't know what it is. I want to talk
Dude,
about
that's
that.
like Chaz from the Ear Mob podcast is going to be a great conversation. He's all about the paranormal. Like he does these paranormal hunts and
love
stuff.
it.
He's got equipment. Like he goes out and does it. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, and I can dig up some of that old medieval literature I was telling you guys about. The Malleus Maleficorum. It was called the Witch Hammer. It was
Very nice.
Old school theology, if you will, and philosophy is pretty cool.
And so before we end up going to the Substack, which we're going to do in less than 2 minutes, I just want to say, so what Stoops was talking about was, I totally said that, Vince, was when I said that he said, I could have totally destroyed him. And the reason I said, oh no, he didn't say that is because I added a little fucking spice to it. That's not how he said it. He did say something along those lines, but not in that direct manner.
Okay.
I don't think. I'd have to go back and check my DMs, but I don't
Yeah,
think he
but
said it in that way.
it could be either way because it's text, and text can always be misunderstood.
Exactly. You hear that, Snoop? No.
So just quickly before we roll out.
But hold on. Stoop showed me his bicycling or something, so he will be here.
Yeah,
shortly.
He's
Good.
That's what I didn't want to say.
Yeah, so come on down to phoneboothpodcast.substack.com. That's where
we should throw in the
Steve
link.
Will be joining us.
Anybody that has the link.
If you want to throw some questions at Stoop, join us on Phone Booth
in the chat.
phoneboothpodcast.substack.com.
Phone Booth Podcast, and it's free to subscribe.
All right, ciao, Ali. Thanks for hanging out.
Peace out, Ali.
Before, let's see.
Ciao.
As Neen Keen. Oh, did I say ciao? That's funny. I think the truly is a part of our personality. It's impossible to understand or explain. I think we were going back to the meat suits. But it's repeatable and palpable and familiar, not exactly a suit. It's like a myth. I really appreciate you guys taking a stab at it all.
19.
It's lighthearted
18,
and warming
17,
to my spirit,
16.
and it feels great. Thank
15.
you.
before we go over to
Dance, meat suits, dance.
All right, we gotta cut the streams. We gotta cut the streams now. We're going over to Substack. Everybody goes.
Meet us over there for the meat suit dance after this.